Good afternoon and welcome to Lovington Wildcat Playoff Football from New Walmart Digital and Z94 KZOR Sports. Today's game is brought to you with the permission of the New Mexico Activities Association with rights granted by the NMAA and purchased by New Walmart Broadcasting Corporation. Our game today is brought to you by Aftermath Hot Oil Services, Bob's Thriftway, the Lovington Municipal Schools, Stone Oilfield Services, B&B Rentals, Man Welding, the First American Bank of Lovington, and Eunice Pump and Supply. Wildcat Playoff Football also brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply Napa, Battle Energy, the Gandy Corporation, Double R Pipe and Supply, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, Western States Insurance, JBW Solutions, and Norley Hospital. Wildcat Playoff Football also a presentation of LECO, Lasco, R360, and New Mexico Junior College. From high above the blue turf at Wildcat Stadium, Brian Urlacher Field, I'm TJ Miracle. Don Morgan joining us from the blue turf of Brian Urlacher Field. Braden Cooper will be spotting and running camera for us this afternoon. It is the 5A quarterfinals between the 4th-seeded Lovington Wildcats and the 5th-seeded Goddard Rockets. This is your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show from Stone Oilfield Services. When you need a friend out in the patch, nobody better than the Stone Oilfield Services family. W.H. Stone and the entire crew at Stone Oilfield Services, proud to be supporters and sponsors of the Lovington Wildcats and Lady Cats. So here we are on a beautiful Saturday afternoon for football. The winner of this ball game will move on to take on the winner of the Artesia and whoever they're playing, probably Artesia, next weekend. So looking forward to that one. But you've got to get the deal closed today. Even though this Lovington Wildcat squad has already beaten Goddard once, it's a whole different animal when you get into the playoffs. Of course, Lovington beating them, but it's been almost 2 months ago, 44-26. An exciting game there. But Goddard has had another game between now and then. Of course, they started the playoffs and didn't get a bye, and they took care of Deming handily, 35-14 last week there at Roswell Goddard at the Wool Bowl. So if you are the Lovington Wildcats, just come out and do what you do. We'll talk more about that. Of course, last time we saw the Cats, they were taking on, frankly, an overmatched squad in the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors and easily winning that ball game. So, no big deal there, 54-0, the final in that game. A lot of highlights from that contest, and we'll go over those in just a minute. Of course, the teams going out, the captains are on the field as we get ready for the coin toss in this one. So everybody being introduced and informed. I will go ahead and warn you now, it may be a little hard for me to pick up the numbers on the Goddard Rockets. They are wearing the Columbia blue numbers on white jerseys. I didn't think they were supposed to be able to do that anymore, but I guess they're getting away with it with the navy blue pinstripe around it. So as we are into this one now, Dawn, when these two teams played a couple of months ago, I was not able to do that game. I was actually filling in for one of our other crews, but Lovington had a pretty good game in that one, but they've come a long way since then.
They sure have. They've continued to grow and improve and become more consistent as a team in all facets of the game. And they have gone on since that game to really pour it on some opponents, to be able to come back, come from behind, to be in flip-flop games where they've had to come from behind. So they know what it takes. They know the grit and the grind, and they've earned it. They've earned their stripes this season. They've earned their place. They're their 4th seed here, and some would argue that it should be higher. But they earned their bye, first-round bye. They've earned the right to be in this game. And yes, the only part of this game is the way that things are done with the top 4, getting the byes. Then that means number 4 will go against number 5. You see it down a little further when they do things a little differently. When it's 8-9, the 8 and the 9 team playing against each other, the way that a lot of brackets run. And that means those teams are very closely matched. They've had similar season records. They've had the metrics, have them lined up and almost, even. And that's kind of the case here. And Lovington did kind of start slow, but they ended up having a good game and a good outcome, a win over Goddard in that game. But it has been a while. Goddard has had that same couple of months, to be playing more, to work on what they've been working on to improve. So it's not exactly the same two teams meeting each other, even though it's the same two teams playing each other again. They're at different places, and Lovington has to take that into consideration. I'm sure they have during their preparation, watching game film and the scouting and getting ready to meet this Goddard team again. The good thing, Lovington knows they've beaten them. They should feel like they have the advantage and the edge. The bad thing, that can make you a little too confident. They just need to have the confidence that if they come out, they are the team that they have been all season, but have become even better and stronger toward the end. Then and they take care of business, as Coach Bailey has often says. He wants a lot of times business-like, workman-like, but they're going to have to bring the extra zest with them today. They are going to need the extra zip. They're going to need the get the job done. Everybody do their jobs, do it well, be consistent, but they're going to need the extra grit, the extra that they have to bring because it's a playoff game. Goddard wants this just as much as Lovington does, and they're a 4-5 matchup, not a 4-12 matchup or something like that.
Well, you're absolutely right on that, and you mentioned. Sorry, I didn't get to hear all of it. Was helping Coach with some rosters for the PA. But these two teams, you mentioned they come in very evenly matched. And when Lovington played Goddard the last time, even though I wasn't able to be here, you were. They were kind of a team in transition right in there. There were still some things they were working on roster-wise and lineup-wise that they just hadn't quite gotten worked out at that point. They got the win. They settled it in the next couple of weeks after the Artesia game, and they've been really a completely different team since then, with Jaden Gutierrez taking over full-time at quarterback, letting Zach Diaz handle things in the backfield, and then Elijah Rivero just all over the field.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And yet they also had, during that time, they had players step up. They had players step up and say, hey, yeah, I can get the job. Hey, look at me. I can do this. I can help out. I can do this. And they definitely found some new resources, right, to call on, even if those resources are used sparingly. Like a spice, that you don't use very often. But when it's there, and it gives you that extra zing. And that's what they've done with a lot of these players. These players, and particularly plays that Lovington has worked out, can help take the other team by surprise, because the other team is thinking, yeah, it's Gutierrez, it's Rivero, it's name a couple of others. Those are the workhorses. But Lovington works on those surprise plays. They work in those players who can be useful and helpful and come in just all of a sudden out of nowhere. Hey, where did he come from? Where did that come from? So Lovington has the ability to pull out the big play, pull out the surprise play, but also to play consistently in the grit and the grind of just four and move the chains forward, 4 and move the chains forward, or 2 and move the chains forward. So they've got to bring it all. They've got to bring it all. They've got to be ready. They've got to be able to do the just get the first downs and march down the field. But they also have to be able to pull out the big play successfully, have execution when they need it, and pull out the surprise play sometimes, and find that first down when they thought they weren't going to surprise the other team and come up with a touchdown that's sneaked out of nowhere. So that's what Lovington has got to do. They've got to be all the teams they can be today, and get it done in the middle of the day. This feels like an August afternoon, not a November. Only 2-3 more games of the regular season going on, of the playoff season going on. It's a sunny, hot Saturday, and it feels a little odd to be out here. I'm sure Lovington feels more like it's practice, but it's big time. It's real time, and Goddard has come, and they want it just as much as Lovington. So Lovington's got to want it more.
Well, they certainly do, and we'll talk more about that as we return. Your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show continues in a moment. This is Lovington Wildcat Football, an exclusive presentation of Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat Playoff Football right here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan patrolling the blue turf of Brian Urlacher Field. Braden Cooper on camera and helping us spot for this afternoon. It is the 5A quarterfinals. The winner of this one goes on to play the winner of Artesia and Highland. That game will be getting underway here in just a little while over at the Bulldog Bowl in Artesia. The other 5A quarterfinals happening today. You've got the Los Alamos squad taking on Gadsden. That game was 7-7 at halftime. It a little bit earlier start than this one. And then last night, Roswell High just absolutely demolishing the Belen Eagles squad. And so Roswell High has moved through to the next round. We'll find out who the rest of the semifinals will be in just a little while. Of course, this isn't our only game here this afternoon. We've got the Eunice Cardinals taking on Santa Rosa on the Eunice Sports YouTube channel. Of course, last night, 2 other ball games. The Tatum Coyotes season sadly coming to an end against a very tough Melrose team in the 8-man semifinals. And then Hobbs getting a big win last night as they will be moving on to the 6A semis for the first time since 1981. So it has been a while since Hobbs has gotten that far into the playoffs. So the Cats are out onto the field. They are wearing the home blue unis with white pants, white letters and numbers. Of course, they have the white helmets with Cats and script on the side. Goddard in the all-white unis, the road unis, including white helmets with the Carolina or Columbia blue letters and numbers and the GR on the side of their helmets. So keys to this one, Dawn, I think if you're Lovington, get out, get up early, and keep your foot on the gas.
Absolutely.
Don't let anybody come out for the Goddard Rockets and beat you. I mean, they're not a one-person team. They're really not, but everything runs around their quarterback, Nate Vasquez. He is their do-it-all player, so keep an eye on him in the white and the Columbia Blues. So the team's getting ready for the playing of the national anthem. We will take a timeout, come back, and kick this one off. This has been your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show from Stone Oilfield Services. WH and the whole crew at Stone Oilfield Services, proud supporters of the Lovington Wildcats. Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional man welding team. support Wildcat athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve. The hype is over. It is time to play a little high school football. Welcome to the 2025 Nucinda Federal Credit Union NMAA State 5A football quarterfinals. The Lovington Wildcats under head coach Josh Bailey, 6-4 on the season, and they are the 4th seed in these playoffs. On the other side of things, it is the Goddard Rockets under head coach Arturo Bolanos. They are 7-4 on the year and the number 5 seed in these playoffs. As we get ready for the kickoff of this one, a sunny, warm afternoon. Are we really in the middle of November? 85 degrees with a very, very, very light breeze out of the north. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Wildcat Stadium. Don Morgan patrolling the blue turf of Brian Urlacher Field. Braden Cooper helping us spot, and running the camera today, Tiffany V, keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. Today's game brought to you exclusively by New Allmark Digital. We have the exclusive video rights granted by the NMAA and purchased by KZOR and New Allmark Sports. So getting ready for the kickoff of this one. The Cats did win the toss, and they elected to defer. So we will see Coach Bolanos and his squad on offense first.
2 Wildcat players are not in uniform. They are on the sidelines, though. They are number 25, Chris Casares, and number 50, Jesus Morales.
All right, good information there. And you also said, Braden, we have a new number on the field today, too?
24.
And that is?
Caleb Nave. I'll probably butcher the name, but.
All right, very good. So back deep to receive for Goddard is Lacey and Chavez as Aranda prepares to kick this one away. Lovington will be kicking towards the south end zone. And here we go. 5A quarterfinals are underway. It's a high end-over-end kick that'll sail over Lacey's head and go through the back of the end zone. So bring it out to the 20. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Goddard Rockets from the 20. Keep an eye on Vasquez. He's their do-everything quarterback. His primary running back is Brady Gibbs with about 800 yards on the season. Josiah Castillo, their leading receiver. He's got almost 800 yards receiving. This is a team that only throws about 10 times a game, but they are extremely efficient when they do it. And Lovington's secondary has had a little problem sometimes letting receivers get wide open. You've got to keep an eye and an ear on that.
They also got Kyler Reeves back.
Yeah, Kyler is he was out for the toss. He's one of the team captains, and he suited up, ready to go.
So Gibbs and Vasquez are your backs. You got twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Vasquez with it, hands it off to Gibbs, hit in the backfield, and he will fight forward. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Mayan Bustillos was right there. And Joaquin Vasquez, too, were both there and were able to bring him down. It'll be no gain, and we are underway, 2nd down and 10.
And it is Mian.
Thank you.
Bustillos, yeah.
You would think
0 look
you would
exactly alike.
You think I would be able to get that right after 11 games? So it'll be 2nd down and 10 after the stop. Gibbs is the single back in the backfield with Vasquez. Twins to the right side this time, single receiver left. Good snap, a little bit of a oopsie there, and Gibbs takes the high handoff, and he squirts forward for about 2 yards before Lovington gets him. Jaden Garcia with the first impact. It'll be a pickup of 2 on the play, and so now an important 3rd down and 8 for the Goddard Rockets.
It's good to see Lovington's D out here. They are going to be tested, challenged this whole game. That's going to be very important for them to just be firing 100%.
Yep.
The offense really feeds off of defensive success.
So passing down here, you've got to think for the Rockets. They'll still just go with the 3-receiver set. They've got an extra tight end over on the right side. Lovington shows blitz, looking to pass back. Vasquez slings it, has a man in and out of his hands, and no good as that one bounced up in the air. The intended receiver was Elijah Valdez. It'll be incomplete, and 4th down and 2. The defense does what they need the first time. A little bit lucky on that, though, because Valdez found a little soft spot in the Lovington zone and was open, just too much mustard on that one and not able to handle it.
We had already one of the Wildcats passed in front of his field of vision when that throw was in the air, and I think that actually helped him not be able to catch and keep that ball as well.
Jude Madrid, Elijah Rivero back to receive it back around the midfield mark as they await the punt from the Goddard Rockets. Good snap. Lovington comes after it, gets that one off. It's a wobbler, and it'll be Madrid gets it. He'll hand it to Rivero. He comes near side, gets a block across the 45 to the 40. Little stutter step across the 35, inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line. It'll be a great return for Elijah Rivero, and Lovington will have very good field position. 1st and 10 from the Goddard 29-yard line. Madrid handing it off after he fields it. Madrid's got some wheels too there, so.
And that play could very easily have been he keeps the ball and sweeps around left and gets some yardage out of it. But a nice execution for Lovington on a special play.
So the 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats from the Goddard 29 after the around 30-yard return. Trips to the left side, single receiver down to the right. And a whistle sounds, and the side judge on the far side going to come in.
There was no movement at all, I don't think, on the line.
There's no flag on the play up, and they're going to pull Sanchez out. Something wrong with the equipment there.
Okay, so Aiden Nunez went in instead.
Nunez will go in. He'll split out the far man to the left side.
I think that was 12. Paul Sanchez, right?
Yep, Sanchez.
Yeah, Sanchez.
So Jaden Gutierrez is the quarterback. Zach Diaz in the backfield with him. And now Goddard's going to have to send another player in for some equipment malfunctions. Oh, boy, they're keeping an eye on that really close, I suppose.
All right.
So now maybe we can play.
That was
with
Zach Tweedy who came in.
So now maybe we can play. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. It's Madrid by himself. Gutierrez going to keep it himself. Option look, crosses across the 20, 15, 10, 5. Put it in the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Jaden Gutierrez on the opening play of the Wildcat offensive ball game. Takes it 29 yards to the house on the option look. And just like that, the Cats are up 6-0.
Some key blocks right there thrown by Alex Nunez and Damon Leba, opening up a lane for him.
So now the Cats will go swinging gate look and a whistle. And they will go for 2 as it'll be Rivero under pressure, keeps it himself, spins, loses the football in the end zone, and Goddard going to fall on it. And so the 2-point conversion is no good, but Lovington, less than 2 minutes into this ball game, is forced to 3 it out and gotten a touchdown. 6-0 our score, 10-14 remaining in the first. Wildcat football back in a minute. It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
29 yards on a quarterback keeper for Jaden Gutierrez. The two-point conversion fails when the ball gets knocked away from Elijah Rivero on a Wildcat look. But 6-0 our score. Lovington up early in this 5A quarterfinal matchup. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan fieldside, Braden Cooper spotting and running camera for us here this afternoon. So Aranda will tee it up and boot it down towards the south end zone. It'll be a low line drive kick, and that one through the back of the end zone. So Goddard will bring it back out to the 20 for their second drive of the ball game. So the defense played very well on the opening possession. Let's see if they can do it again. As we mentioned, Goddard not a team that chucks the ball all over the field, only around 10 passes per game. But Lovington needs to keep an eye on it. And that's been something that's kind of been a little bit different this season, Dawn, is in years past, it was kind of the run defense that was often pretty suspect. They've really ratcheted that down, and sometimes it's their pass defense, which kind of gives them some fits. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Goddard moving from the right to the left towards the north end zone. Vasquez waits on it, hands it off to Gibbs, sweeps it around the left side, or right side, pardon me, nothing doing. He gets back to the line of scrimmage where he gets strung out and knocked down. Kyler Reeves in on that stop, as well as a whole host of other cats. They're going to give him a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
I think Alex Kame actually, he dove for him and might have gotten just a piece of his foot to help kind of trip him up, slow him down there.
Actually, pardon me, that was Zach Ariano, their number 2 running back, who had the stop. So it'll be 2nd down and 9. They will have Gibbs. Nope, that'll be Ariano again in the backfield with him. So Ariano getting the start on this second possession. Waiting on it is Vasquez, calls it, hands it off. Ariano hitting the backfield, and he gets forward and keeps fighting forward, as fighting him down was Alex Rivera on first contact. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him forward progress of another yard, and so it'll be a 3rd down and 8 once again. I think we've seen this story already.
Yeah, Rivera was so quick. I mean, he got up so quick off and on his man just immediately.
So it'll be a passing down once again. You've got to think for the Goddard Rockets. Keep an eye on those outside receivers, especially Castillo, Porras, and Valdez. They're going to move a man over one way. Ariano stays in on the left shoulder of Vasquez. Low snap handled. Vasquez has time. Now flushed. Rolls left. Has some room. Takes it off. Cuts back across the middle. Is stopped out around the 28-yard line. Good open field tackling for the Wildcats. And Kyler Reeves out there. It'll be a pickup of 6 on the quarterback keeper. So now it'll be decision time on 4th down and 2 for Goddard.
Jude Madrid also in on there.
And, you know, that was really opened up. Everybody was doing their job and on their man, and it left the quarterback open to do a little scramble there, but it was because coverage was so good everywhere else.
6-0 Lovington in the lead, 8-10 remaining here in the first quarter. Winner moves on to play the winner of Artesia and Highland next week. And so Goddard going to show a go-for-it look on 4th down and 2. Lovington going to stack everybody in the box except for the one man covering the receiver. Now they're going to shift everybody over. Vasquez with it, takes it left side, has the 1st down, and he will cross the 30 out to about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 4-yard pickup, playing big boy football there with Gibbs, pardon me. So Gibbs picking up 4, and so it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Rockets, their first down of the ball game.
Yeah, if the Wildcats thought that they're up early and it was going to be a pushover, they're getting pushed back right now, and they're seeing that Goddard is ready to dig in as well.
So Coach Bolanos rolling the dice and coming up with 7s on his first gamble of the ball game. Now twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Waiting on it is Vasquez. Low snap, bobbles, fires across the middle, has a man across the 35, out across the 40, tripped up and smoking forward is Valdez, and he's going to wind up picking about 8. And wow, the side judge over here says he got 10.
I think
they're going to give him pretty good forward progress, and they're going to say 10 yards on the completion, and it'll be another 1st down for the Rockets.
They're going to give him, and say, instead of saying that knee was down, they're going to give him that final lunge that gave him another 1.5 yards.
Back-to-back 1st downs for the Rockets. Lovington showing blitz. Good snap, hand it to Ariano, going left side, gets through the first line, gets through and to the linebacking core, crosses the 45 out to the 47-yard line 4-yard gain for Ediano. He's got 3 carries for 6 yards now, and it'll be a 2nd down and 6 to go for Goddard. 6:45 remaining here in the first. Goddard finding some offensive rhythm after converting a 4th down and 2. Lovington with 3 men across the front. Goddard going to split twins to the left side and keep 2 tight ends on the right. Extra protection. Fake the handoff. Look to throw the crossing route over the head of Josiah Castillo. Good coverage there for the Wildcats with Alex Kame and also there Aiden Nunez.
Yep. 3 and 27.
Incomplete, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 for Goddard. Still trying to get into Wildcat territory. Clock stops on the incompletion. 6:25 to go here in the first. Lovington up 6-0. Now they're going to split twins to the right side. Keep the double tight ends. Now they're going to shift the tight ends over to the right side too. Look for something to go that way. They will hand it off. Adiano tries that way. Nothing doing. He is hit behind the line and dragged backwards for a 1-yard loss. The Wildcat D comes up big again.
Yeah, absolutely. There were 2 or 3 of the Wildcat guys over there in on it, and I know that Kame actually was one of those guys, but another one, I believe, was
Damian Leyva, I think, in there too.
And
big 77.
60, was it Jaden Garcia? 60. Jaden Garcia, yes.
So now another decision for Coach Bolanos on a 4th down and call it 6. They're going to say no loss on the play. Got back to the line. So 4th and 6 right around midfield. This is the area of the field where you might think about risking it. And they will. They will bring the offense back out. Double tight ends right side, twins receivers to the left. And whistles sound, false start on the Rockets.
Too fast.
Trying to move a little too quick. Their first penalty of the game will move them back 5. And I've got to think that Coach Bolanos will punt it. Nope, they called timeout before they could move it. And so the timeout is taken by Goddard. We'll just keep it right here. Of course, today's game presented by the Authority of the New Mexico Activities Association. Video rights granted by them and purchased by New Walmart Broadcasting and KZOR Sports. Appreciate you being with us tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. Old habits die hard. Of course, winner of this game will move on to take on the winner of Highland and Artesia. That game getting underway here in about 45 minutes over in Artesia. Seems like we get to play Goddard every year. We're in the same division in the playoffs. I was talking to some of our friends over in Artesia earlier this week. This is the first time Artesia and Highland have played each other since 1966.
Wow, that's crazy.
We seem to, like I said, we play Goddard every year, and they play Highland, once every 50. So twins receivers to the left side on a 4th down and 6 to go. They've already converted 1 4th down on this drive. Low snap. Vasquez scoops it off the turf, throws it underneath, has Castillo enough for the first down as he will back his way across the 45 to the 44-yard line. So that'll be 7-8 yards on the completion to his number 1 receiver, Castillo, and that'll be the 3rd first down for the Goddard Rockets, and they are in Wildcat territory.
They are making slow but steady progress, and you're right. You mentioned earlier that they're a team that doesn't usually go to the pass very often, but they're passing more, and
they've
they're
thrown it 4 times,
exactly,
and they normally throw it 10 a game.
And and Lovington again is a little weaker on the on defense on pass today so far.
The tight ends hand it off, coming to the near side. That is Adiano. He's across the 40 to the 35. Flags on the play. That's in the neighborhood of holding, so it's a 4-yard gain, but I have a feeling this one's going to be coming back 10 yards. So we will wait on what the head official, the white cap, has to tell us, but I'm thinking a 10-yard hold on the Goddard Rockets. So they're going to discuss it, and it will be holding on Goddard. So that'll be their first penalty of the game. It'll wipe out a 4-yard gain on the ground for Adiano and move them back. So it'll be 1st down and 20 now for the Rockets as it moves them back into their own territory with 4:57 remaining here in the ballgame. One thing with Goddard's run game that you're going to have to be aware of, they are going to control the clock. That's something that Coach Bolanos really, really, really wants to do, and that can shorten a game considerably. You get a team that loves to be explosive and really run like Lovington. They want to limit Lovington's offensive opportunities. And so far, they have eaten a lot of time off this clock. So on a first down and 20, all the way back at the Goddard 45-yard line, shift the tight ends over to the left side again. Lovington coming up and crowding the line. Hand it off. Ariano gets a good block, gets it back to midfield, and then moved backwards. So it'll be a pickup of about 4 for Ariano. And inside, big number 78 for them. That's Lorenzo Lente. He put on an absolutely huge block on Giovanni Contreras, who came off the edge. So good block there, and it allowed a 4-yard gain. It'll be second down and 16 for the Rockets right at midfield.
And Coach putting in a couple of new defensive line for fresh legs up there.
Twins to the left side, got the extra tight ends in the ball game. Vasquez with it, hands it off. Ariano, a little stutter step, gets to the line and then gets forward about a yard before knocked down by everybody. Sterling White leading the charge, also coming out from the bottom of that pile. Let's see, who'd they just pick up? Was that?
It was Rivera.
Rivera, thank you. So 1-yard gain for Ariano, and it'll be third down and 15 for the Goddard Rockets. So passing down once again for Goddard. So third and 15 for the Rockets, just on the Lovington side of the 50-yard line on the Big Cat. So third and 15, watch for the pass. Sid trips to the left side, Twins to the right. Empty set in the backfield for Vasquez. Lovington 3 men across the front. Going man coverage. Vasquez, good snap with it, has time, steps up in the pocket, rolls near side, looks to fire and skips that one in. His intended target, Valdez, had not even turned around. And it'll be incomplete. The Goddard faithful wanting a roughing the passer, the Lovington faithful wanting a grounding. Don't think you get it either way, but you do get incomplete in fourth down and 15, and they will bring the punting unit out this time.
Good to see.
But watch for the fake.
Yep.
So it'll be Rivero by himself back deep to receive the punt.
As Braden McDaniel looks like he's tuning up to punt it.
So McDaniel on to do the punting duties. Rivero back to receive on a fourth down and 15. Good snap. McDaniel gets the foot in it, gets it away. A high spiraling punt and fair caught by Rivero back at the 19-yard line. Good coverage down the field. If you'd have told me that big numbers, I think that was Jacob Madrid, got down there in a hurry. So that kid can move. So it'll be first and 10 for the Wildcats. They're going to give it right at the 20-yard line. So first and 10 for the 20 for Lovington. The defense holds again, leading 6-0. Still just under 3 minutes remaining here in this first quarter of play. So let me flip the stat sheets out. Gutierrez is the quarterback. Running back with him is Diaz. They bunch everybody in tight this time, just a single receiver. Fake the pitch and take it at himself. Gutierrez, yep, that one didn't work as he is hit and hit hard right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a 1-yard gain, second down and 9. That one didn't work too good as I think Goddard had seen that one and came in hard, including Jeremiah Sorg. Looked like he had a little bit of a seam if he'd have cut it back towards the middle, but I don't think he had time to see it.
No, I don't think so either. If he did see it, I don't think he had time to react before it closed back up.
So now a second down and 9 for the Wildcats from the 21-yard line. High snap, Jaden with it, throws far sideline, tries to get Rivero, and they're going to call false start on the Wildcats. So it goes from second and 9 to second and 14. Not what you want if you're Lovington.
Nope. Going the wrong way, but one play can wipe it out.
So they went on the quick hitter right there, trying to get it to Rivero running the crossing route. So Jaden will bring the play back in from the sideline on a second down and 14 to go for Lovington's. Twins to the left, twins to the right, and a 4-receiver set. Diaz is the back with Gutierrez. Jaden looks over, checks where everybody is, gets the snap, under pressure, steps up, comes near side. He's across the 20 to the 25, cuts it back, out to the 30 to the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 for Jaden Gutierrez and move the chains. First down, Lovington. So out to the 31-yard line. Well, they're going to give him right to the 30. will still take the gain. 1st and 10 Wildcats. Good coverage down the field for the Rockets, but the C's part in that let Jaden go.
It did. I mean, the Rockets saw what they intended, what he tried, but Jaden's speed got him there before they could react.
Ryan Romero on the stop. Extra tight ends on the right side, twins to the left. High snap, hand it to Diaz. He bangs right into the line, crosses the 30 to the 32-yard line. Tough running inside for Zach. It'll be a pickup of 2, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. Zach is not somebody who's going to impress you with his statistics, really, but he will impress you with his ability to go in and just grind out 2-3 yards at a time.
Yeah, and he knows when he does that, he's going to get hit, and smothered and sat on, and he does it anyway.
Rivero and Madrid split out wide to the left side. Madrid in the slot. Extra tight ends on the right once again on a 2nd down and 8. With it, Gutierrez. Now he's going to get flushed. Comes back, crosses the 35 to the 36-yard line before he gets upended. And once again, it is Romero on the stop. So it'll be a pickup of 4 for Jaden. 4 carries, 50 yards for Gutierrez. And so it'll be 3rd down and 1, 2, call it a long 3 short 4.
Goddard's trying to contain Gutierrez as much as they can. They're leaving a couple of guys out on the left, on the right. They're leaving a couple of guys out to kind of work as a safety valve to try to catch Gutierrez if it's a blown play or he gets free and runs for the and tries a sweep, runs for the edges.
Spy, if you will, a
Yes.
quarterback spy. So twins left, twins to the right. Stack them up. Good snap. Jaden with it. Gets flushed again. Hit in the backfield. Gets away from one. Has to cut it, turn it, flips it over towards the sideline and incomplete. And that will also end the first quarter of play. So after 1, it's Lovington 6, Goddard nothing, with a 4th and 3 coming up. Wildcat football back in a minute.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat Playoff Football here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Also on the KZOR Facebook page, I'm TJ Miracle. Don Morgan patrolling the blue turf of Brian Urlacher Field. Braden Cooper spotting and running camera for us. Tiffany Evie in studio engineering and producing. So, all right, Don, if you are Coach Bailey, do you match Coach Bolano at the craps table and throw the dice and see what happens on 4th and 3?
I think you do. If you're not in field goal range and they're just outside of it, I think that that's exactly what they do. They've got a 6-point lead on the board. If it were 8, it'd be even an easier determination right here. But I think they go for it.
Of course, with Gutierrez also acting as the punter, they are coming out in an empty set. It is an offensive look, but you could get the quick kick out of Jaden as we start the second quarter. 4th down and 3 for the Wildcats. So waiting on it. Gutierrez tries the hard count. Goddard doesn't bite on it. Now he's going to look over and change the play. Coach Bailey sending it in. Still plenty of time on the play clock. So now Gutierrez telling his line what he wants to do. Waits on it. High snap. He'll take it right up the gut. Has some room across the 40. Gets away from a man across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Pick up a 9 for Jaden Gutierrez and move the chains. 1st down Wildcats as Coach Bailey throws a 7 on his first 4th down attempt of the ball game.
Risked, rewarded.
So now from the 46-yard line, Lovington still in their own territory, up 6-0, just start of the second quarter. Twins left, twins to the right. Diaz is the lone back in the backfield with Gutierrez. Jaden calls for it, tries the hard count. Goddard does not bite. Going to change the play. Under 10 on the play clock to go. Jaden waits on it. High snap, handles it, hands it. Nope, keeps it himself. Sweeps it to the left side, across the 50, to the 45, to the 40, and then gets slammed down hard by Eric Gutierrez. Gutierrez on Gutierrez, but that'll be a 10, 16-yard gain for Jaden and move the chains. First down, Wildcats. 6 carries, 75 yards for Jaden Gutierrez. And so now they are in Goddard territory at the 40-yard line.
Impressed because Gutierrez had to take a very high snap and bring it down and still have the poise and the time to get off, to go ahead and make that, to handle it, to get it, and to make the run.
So now Lovington going to split twins to the right side. And one of those twins, the man in the slot over there, is Jaden Garcia. Not sure I've ever seen him set up as a receiver before. They'll put him in motion, and they'll hand it to Diaz. He gets a block up the middle. He's across the 30, down to the 25-yard line, where he gets popped and popped hard by a couple of Goddard Rockets, including Angel Meza. But it'll be 15 yards for Zach and move the chains. First down, Lovington.
That's a masterful misdirection right there. It's a big distraction.
Yes, it is. And he got a block coming across the line. Now he's going to have to come out and get a drink of water. I'm not sure that Jaden's run that much probably this season.
Not within about 5-6 seconds anyway.
Yeah, trips to the right, single receiver to the left. It's Vasquez by himself left side. Hand it to Diaz. Not a lot of room for Zach to go, and he kind of backs his way forward across the 25 to the 23-yard line. So a 2-yard pickup for Diaz. 3 carries, 19 yards for Zach.
He made a nice little, nifty little half-spin move to get that last bit there, and now he's going to come out. Well-deserved rest and some hydration probably.
Jeremiah Sorg on the stop for the Goddard Rockets. 9:55 to go first half. Lovington leading this one 6-0. It is winner play basketball time. They're going to split Madrid all the way by himself out wide to the right side. So the freshman out in no man's land out there. Hand it off. New running back in the ball game. And big hole up the middle across the 20.
Fidencio Lujan.
So Lujan getting some room. And he crosses the 20 down to about the 16-yard line. Be an 8-yard pickup for Fidencio and move the chains. First down, Lovington now in the blue zone.
Loving this. You know, the last game before the bye week, we talked about Lovington pulling out plays that are unexpected. The other team doesn't see it coming. That's one of them. Only thing is, you got to execute perfectly when the time is right.
Fidencio stays in the game, handed off to the big bruising senior running back, and he gets clicked in the head. How did they not throw it? The targeting helmet to helmet on that one. He will get back to the line, and no more than that. They may have given him a yard. Wow, and so they're going to say, I thought he had a first down, but he did not, so he was just shy of the first down. No gain for Fidencio. So now, Coach Bailey, decision time. Do you use the best kicker in the state regardless of class, or do you try and play big boy football and get 1 yard to go to keep the chains moving? And I think probably you go for it right here. They're taking their time, and he'll put Jaden back in as Aranda stays stapled to the sideline. Lujan is the deep back. They're going to put Jaden up under center. Gutierrez under center.
Whistle.
And now timeout going to be taken by Coach Bailey. 8:17 remaining first half. Lovington facing a 4th and 1. We're back in 1 minute. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
On a 4th down and 1 out of the Wildcat timeout. Welcome back. Wildcat playoff football against the Goddard Rockets here on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and the KZOR Facebook page. So Lovington will go for it on 4th down and 1. Deep inside Goddard territory. Gutierrez going to go up under center. Barks it out. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, rolls right, has some room across the 15 to the 10, and finally wrapped up and dropped as Castillo staying with him, but a flag on the play. I think we're going to have a hold on Lovington, that one in the backfield. So I think that first down and that pickup of 7 is going to wind up coming back on a hold. And that changes the whole complexion, and now I think you do put Caleb Aranda in
to
kick
just try
the
to get
field
points.
goal.
See what happens for sure, but I think that's
Yeah, I think that's what's
what you
going to
do.
happen. It'll be 10 yards from the spot, too. That'll make it not an easy field goal, and that will be kicking into the wind. So waiting on it. We will have holding on the Wildcats. It will be a 10-yard penalty on Lovington, their second penalty of the game. So that'll still be 4th down, but instead of 4th and 1, it'll be 4th down and about 11. And so, yep, I've got to think it's going to be field goal time for the Cats.
Aranda has been on the sideline warming up a lot, so he's just waiting ready to see if he gets the nod.
So, yep, it will be 4th down. Yeah, there's no way Goddard is going to decline that penalty because it would have resulted in a first down. One of Goddard's linebackers trying to tell his crowd to cheer and scream. Not a bad crowd on hand from Goddard this afternoon.
Yep,
And yep,
there goes Aranda.
There comes Aranda. So they'll move him back to the 26-yard line. So that'll be a 42-yard field goal attempt for the Wildcats, for Caleb Aranda. He's going to put his stuff down at the 33, so that'll be a 43-yard attempt.
He's got the leg, but more importantly, he's got the head. Kickers, it's not just about the leg. It's a game. You have to have nerves of steel.
43-yard attempt as movement on the line as somebody jumped. The field goal is good, but the question is it going to be an offsides or is it going to be a false start? And it'll be offsides. Normally, if it's offsides, they let the play progress, but offsides on the Rockets. So that'll move them 5 yards closer. 2 penalties, 15 yards for Goddard. And so we will repeat 4th down. That 43-yarder would have been good.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It had room to spare.
Yes,
it did. I mean, it nailed the dead center of the uprights.
So that'll move it up to the 21-yard line. So now instead of a 43-yard attempt, let's see where Caleb sets down his stuff. He'll put it down at the 20, we'll call it the 27. So it'll be a 37-yard attempt for Caleb Aranda. Is it kicking slightly into the wind?
A little more wind than it was on that kick.
High snap, it's handled. Put it down, put it up. It's spinning, it's going, and it clears. No, it spins just to the right of the barn. No good. And so it'll go over on downs for the Goddard Rockets as they will have it 1st and 10.
That's exactly the way the wind was blowing, and I just had said the wind was blowing more on that kick than his first one. And that wind, I think the ball got up, and that wind made the difference. It pushed it right outside of their uprights.
So Lovington maintains their 6-0 lead, 8:06 to go first half. So Goddard will take over 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Back out there. Something like that can change the momentum. Now it's going to be up to the defense to see what they can do. So Vasquez back in at the quarterback position. Madrid, a late check-in, comes to the near side. Waiting on it, hand it, fake the handoff to Gibbs, throw the little screen pass, that one complete across the field, across the 25, out to about the 27-yard line.
Aiden Nunez got him out.
So it'll be a 6-yard pickup. And who was that receiver over there? Was that Valdez? I think it was. So Valdez is going to pick up 6. He's got 2 catches for 16 yards. 2nd down and 4 to go for the Rockets. He did get out of bounds, stops the clock at 7:58 remaining in the first half. Goddard trying to find a way to get back in this one. Lovington leading by a touchdown, but it has been a slog for both teams since. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Vasquez handing it to Gibbs. Hit at the line, gets back to the line, and no more than that. They're going to give him, wow, I think that's pretty generous. They're going to give him a 1-yard gain, and so now 3rd down and 2.5 for the Rockets. The line did their job right there, so mark the ball at the 29-yard line, 3rd and 2 officially. 7.5 remaining here in the first half of play. Lovington leading 6-0 on a 29-yard touchdown scamper by Jaden Gutierrez.
Good time
on the Wildcats' first offensive play of the ball game.
Good time to force a fumble, maybe knock something loose.
So now on a 3rd down and 2. Hand it to Gibbs. He sweeps right, has some room across the 30, out to the 35-yard line. The big bruising back gets 6 on the play, and it'll move the chains. 1st down for the Rockets. Their 4th of the ball game. 13 yards on 5 carries for Brady Gibbs. And they move it right out to the 35. Bringing the play in will be Nate Vasquez, of course, the quarterback.
You mentioned Goddard moves very deliberately and eats a lot of clock on their possessions.
Bunch everybody on the right side, single receiver to the left. They're going big boy football. Flip it, and they'll get it to that single receiver out by himself, and he gets 11, make it 12 yards on that far side. That's to Castillo, his 2nd catch of the ball game, and it'll be another Goddard 1st down. Lovington cannot let him have room like that.
Yeah, Bustillos, Kame, and I think it was Nunez maybe out there on the stop.
Yeah, probably Nunez. So now it'll be a 1st down for Goddard. 5 first downs in the ball game for the Rockets at their own 46-yard line. 6.5 remaining, first half. Lovington leading 6-0, but Goddard on the move. Same formation, bunch everybody tight right side. High snap, it is over Vasquez's head. He's back for it as Gibbs going to pick it up, and he's just going to have to eat it back all the way at the 25-yard line. It is a loss of 21 for Gibbs on the bad snap. And so now it's going to be 2nd down and Hobbs. The Wildcats get a break.
Well, the ball came out not exactly as I sort of called for and predicted a play ago, but it did pop out, and we did get some yards out of it.
So move it all the way back to the 26-yard line. A 21-yard loss. So now it is 2nd down and 36 for the Goddard Rockets. Like I said, it's basically 2nd down and Hobbs. So now they're going to go twins right, single receiver to the left. Vasquez throws the screen near side. Complete, man, gets away from 1, gets away from 2, comes inside, crosses the 30 to the 33-yard line. Pickup of 6, and that was complete to O'Meara.
Rivero on the stop.
So 6 yards. And Vasquez, who only throws it about 10 times a game, is now 6 of 8 for 42 yards. So it goes from 2nd and 36 to 3rd and 30. Still a long way to go.
Just so you know, the vid screen and the main scorekeeper has 3rd and 23 now.
And that's 10, that's 20. Yeah, we'll go with that. My math is off somewhere. Empty set in the backfield. Vasquez back to pass. Pressured. Lets it go down the left side and knocked away at the last second by Nunez. As if that ball is more where Mosqueda is looking for it. He was looking for it on the inside shoulder. It went to the outside. He had to turn around, and that gave Nunez time to get there and bat it away, and he did it clean. So it is 4th and 23, and it'll be punt time for the Rockets with 4.5 to go here in the first half.
All the assistant coaches over here on the line, they read that play, and they immediately started hollering for that coverage downfield on Mosqueda. Knew what they were doing, knew what was going on.
Madrid Rivero back deep to receive. Is Goddard with another punt. Now they're going to shift out. And whistles sound, flags fly. I think you're going to have offsides on Lovington as they were showing corner blitz coming after the punt. So that just moves them up 5 yards. You've got to take a deep breath here. 3rd penalty, 20 yards on Lovington. So that'll make it 4th down and 18. You can't keep giving them gifts like this.
Can't give away yardage because the next thing you know, the yardage you're giving away is in the end zone.
Yes, it is. So they're going to shift around again. Good snap. Punter gets to it. Kicks it up, and it goes to Madrid. It's a wobbler. Jude gets it back at the 25, gets away from the first man, gets a block near side from Rivero, comes across the 30, 35, sideline, and then going to be knocked out of bounds by Jordan Chavez out near the 40-yard line. Jude ran an awful long way for a 15-yard return, but Lovington with good field position and 4:24 to go here in the first half, leading 6-0. Let's see what the Wildcats can come up with here. Leading just 6-0. You want to get points here in this half. Only up by 6. Not nearly enough to be comfortable. Trips to the near side. Single receiver to the right. Gutierrez waits the snap. Has it. Option look right side. Pitches it to Rivero, who's hit behind the line, and Elijah going to lose 5.
Wow.
And so I think Goddard had seen that that story before.
Josiah Castillo was right there waiting, knew it, sniffed it out.
Yeah. Got him and took him down, so it'll be a 4-yard loss officially. 2nd down and 14 for the Wildcats. 4 minutes exactly remaining here in the first half, so 14 yards. Lovington has only attempted 1 pass in this ball game. Normally averaging 20 to 25. So now Twins to the left, Twins to the right. Gutierrez with it, back to pass this time. Has time, steps up in the pocket, goes down the seam. Has Nunez all by himself at the 35 and down to the 30-yard line. Huge gain for the Wildcats. That's 14-24. That is 34 yards. Gutierrez to Nunez and move the chains. First down, Wildcats.
And Nunez had to fight off Isaiah Montoya, who was right with him. Man, he found he found some ups, climbed a little ladder to be able to bring that one down safely.
So on the 34-yard completion, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the Goddard 30, leading 6-0 and looking to add to it here. Of course, Lovington will also have the ball to start the second half. That's something you want. Each team still with 2 timeouts remaining. Single receiver right, single receiver to the left. Diaz in the backfield with Gutierrez. Fake the handoff. Jaden back to pass. Steps up. Throws it to the far flag. Trying to get Madrid. Incomplete. Flag comes in. Tack 15 onto it. It'll be the PI. Pass interference. It was intended for Madrid, and O'Meara knocked him down before it got there.
Yeah, Ryan Romero was just right there. The ball was kind
of... And Coach Bolano's going to argue, sorry, when you push the kid in the back before the ball gets there, it's a PI. That's the textbook definition thereof. Coach Bolano's can argue all he wants to. I don't think it's a fight he's going to win. So let's see for sure. Very deliberate pass interference defense. And so, yep, that will be a first down for the Wildcats. 15-yard penalty and move the chains. First down, Lovington. 3 penalties, 30 yards. 6 first downs now for Lovington.
It was tracking to the right, exactly where the receiver would have been if he hadn't gotten pushed. Trajectory was perfect.
So inside the red zone once again for the Wildcats. Twins left. Everybody bunched in tight on the right. Good snap. Handed off. Diaz, right side. Nothing doing. Gets back to the line and nothing else happening there. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats as they stretch that one out right there with Sorg and also Conyers. And so it'll be 2nd down and a long 10, short 11.
Diaz comes out. You got Paul Sanchez. You got
Sanchez, Rivero.
Yeah.
You got
Terrell's coming out. Rivero went in.
Also out there, Joaquin Vasquez. Yep. So on a 2nd down and a long 10, Twins left, Twins to the right. Venancio Lujan in the backfield. Send a man in motion. That's Vasquez left to right. And now flags fly. Somebody moved or lined up off sides. Darn it. And it will be false start on Lovington. So now move them back to the 20. 4 penalties, 25 yards on the Wildcats. So move them back to the 21-yard line. 2nd down and now 16 to go for Lovington. 2:08 remaining here in the first half. If you're Lovington, you definitely want points on the board as Zach Diaz will check back in. Venancio Lujan comes out. So the Cats continue to wait on it. Of course, don't forget, got your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show coming up. Also your Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation Playoff Edition. Trips right, single receiver to the left. High snap, Jaden handles it, throws it, has a man wide open at the 15 to the 10, 5, and put it in the end zone. 6 on the board, touchdown Wildcats. Zach Diaz, 21 yards to the house. And Lovington up 12-0 on a beautiful pitch and catch. But a flag on the play. And it's going to be targeting on Goddard.
Wow.
So the touchdown will stand, or should.
Assess it on the kickoff.
I thought he signaled targeting. If it was it should be a touchdown. Because if it was offside, you can take the...
Aranda's out there for the PAT.
And it'll be personal foul on Goddard. And the touchdown will be good. So they will assess the penalty on the PAT, or rather on the kickoff. So the point after to come with 94 seconds to go here in the first half. Caleb Aranda on to attempt the extra point. Coach Bolanos over barking on the far sideline. A little confusion on for sure what's going on here. Caleb just cool as a cucumber out there like, yep, okay, wind's going this way. He's getting everything set up.
It's very calm right now.
Rivero to hold it. So we await the snap. The kick is up, and it is good. 94 seconds to go, first half. Lovington 13, Goddard nothing. Wildcat football continues in a moment. Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
From early mornings to late nights, JBW Solutions delivers expert industrial safety services and training to protect lives, ensure compliance, and build a strong safety culture. JBW Solutions helps workers stay safe and prepared every shift, every site, every day. If safety is first for you and your company, and it should be, call today, 860-460-4398. JBW Solutions, LLC. Do the right thing. Make the call. You may just save a life. 860-460-4398.
Norlee General Hospital supports all Lee County High School athletic programs and is proud to bring you this live play-by-play action. Norlee Hospital knows your health needs should be taken seriously, which is why their physicians are always first to react. Why choose another hospital when you can have one right at home with Norlee General Hospital? Call Norlee at 396-6611 or come by for a visit and talk to their staff and bring back that state title.
A 60-yard touchdown drive capped off by the 21-yard pass from Jaden Gutierrez to Zachary Diaz, and the point after is good, and then the penalty for personal foul targeting going to be assessed on the kickoff. If you're Lovington, this might be the time to try the onside kick, Dawn.
Right, and we'll see. Aranda's coming back over. He's talking to Coach Bailey right now.
And just a quick note, upset alert in the 5A quarterfinals going on up in Los Alamos. Gadsden right now in the fourth quarter is leading Los Alamos 24-13. Los Alamos undefeated and was making noises like they thought they were being disrespected. Well, guess what? Looks like Gadsden getting ready to send the Hilltoppers back to the hill with a loss and a moving forward into the semifinals, which would mean it would be an all-South District semifinal match.
That's a shocker.
That is a bit of a shocker, but Gadsden pretty good, and I'm not sure that the Hilltoppers played what they want. It'll be a short little pooch kick. It'll be fielded at the 10. They're going to hand it off and moving around with some room across the 15 to the 20 to the 25 on the handoff to Mesquita, who gets it out near the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rockets with under 90 seconds to go first half. Of course, we'll check the other scores. Goddard winning big, Roswell High winning big last night to punch their ticket through. Winner of that Gadsden-Los Alamos game will take on Roswell High, and the other semifinal winner of this one will take on the winner of Artesia and Highland. So now let's see what the Rockets can come up with 87 seconds to go and 2 timeouts to work with. Empty set in the backfield this time for Vasquez. Sends a man in motion. He will hand it off to that motion man who gets back to the line of scrimmage, and no more than that. The handoff going to Mesquita, and Mesquita will get back to the line, but no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. And again, the Wildcats will have the football to start the second half. As we click down to a minute to go, Goddard trying a little bit of hurry up here. Trips to the right, 2 to the left. Back to pass all day long. Stepping up in the pocket, Vasquez. He's just going to take it himself, and he slides down. Ooh, you got to be careful. He gave himself up, and they blasted him. That could almost be a targeting penalty. It'll be a 2-yard gain for Vasquez. So Lovington dodging a little bit of a laundry bullet right there. 3rd down and 8 for the Rockets. Trips to the right, twins to the left. A little surprised Coach Bolanos didn't use a timeout after that. If you're Lovington, no big plays here. Good snap, and then it'll be bobbled. Vasquez picks it back up. He's pressured, going to be hit in the backfield. Gets away from the pressure, steps up, throws it into the middle, has a man and a flag on the play. As Castillo will have it, it'll be a 9-yard completion if it stands. That may be offensive pass interference. And holding on Lovington, defensive holding on Lovington, 10 yards down the field. Are you kidding me?
Wow. Okay.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
That play was almost over twice before it was over.
Yeah. Good pressure put in there by Sterling White. Just couldn't bring down Vasquez.
One of them grabbed the quarterback's arm. I couldn't see which one that was back there, but he came.
Yeah, it was Sterling White, 53.
Yeah, almost got the arm and almost, kept that pass from
And
happening.
wait a minute.
What?
They're marching 10 yards off from the – wait a minute. No,
It should be where –
No, it should be you can take the foul or you can take the result of the play. You can't take both.
Yeah.
And they're taking both. Okay. I think Coach Bailey might want to ask about that.
He's out there.
Yeah,
Coach
it's my
Bailey's like,
understanding
wait a minute,
they can
what's
take the
going on?
9-yard completion or the 10-yard penalty. They can't take them both. Yeah, you cannot take them both. But they're going to say play on, and they're going to take them both.
Wow.
And so now Coach Bailey, now Coach Bailey given an earful, and the head official going to come over and have a word with Coach Bailey. Yeah, it should be, unless they're going to say it's 10 yards from the spot and they took the foul, which would be right, but the foul happened right where the – so I'm not sure what the interpretation on this is going to be. There's only 19 seconds left to go. Ball at the 50 as Coach Josh Bailey just kind of shakes his head and like, all right, fine, whatever.
Well, all Lovington has to do is just stop the big play. Stop
they do.
Keep him from getting in the end zone in that last 19 seconds of this half.
So they're going to put twins to the left, trips to the right. Vasquez back to pass. Lovington shows blitz. Vasquez comes in on him, gets him, knocks him down, and takes him down. Vasquez with the sack. It'll be a 3-yard sack, first of the ball game.
Vasquez sacks Vasquez.
Vasquez sacks Vasquez. Good observation, Braden. And 10 seconds to go, and Coach Bolanos taking the timeout. Good job by Vasquez. We'll just keep it right here. Say a big thank you to all of our great sponsors. You see them and you hear them. Couldn't do this without them, making it possible for us to purchase the rights from the NMAA, at least for this round, and we should have them for the next round too, but I don't want to say that too loud. But it's because of them we never have to charge you to watch your kids and teams play, and we never have to beg you for donations, unfortunately, like too many so-called broadcasters do. We appreciate them for making all of this possible. Could not do it without them. So when you are looking at goods and services, be sure you shop those businesses that support our kids and our teams. Lovington Sports YouTube, please subscribe. Also, HobbsAmerica.com and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page.
That was a great sack and a good stop, but 10 seconds left on the clock. Lovington has got to guard against the big play, keep him out of the end zone.
They're going to go in a nickel dime formation. They're going to put everybody back around the 30. They're going to put 4 backs back there. Yeah, they're fine if they get 10, 15 yards. No harm, no foul there. Clock will expire before they can do anything with it. Trips left, twins to the right. Vasquez with it. Steps up, fires left side. It'll be complete. That is to Mesquita.
He rolls out of bounds.
I think he was down before he got out, but he's only going to pick up about 9. It'll be a 9-yard completion to Mesquita. And so they're going to say you got the timeout with 3 seconds to go. So 3rd down and 1. Of course, we'll have your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show coming up in 3 seconds of clock time. Before we get into that, we'll have your Bob's Thriftway coaches conversation. We'll get Coach Bailey's feeling on the first half of this one, the first 24 minutes. So as Coach Ford actually signaling up, yep, the ref said put 1 more second on the clock. Okay. Whatever works. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan patrolling field side at Brian Urlacher Field. Braden Cooper running the camera, keeping and helping us spot. So hope you are doing good. Of course, a doubleheader football today from New Walmart Digital, 1 Radio Square Sports. Eunice Cardinals playing Santa Rosa in Eunice. We'll try and get you an update on that one coming up here in just a little while. And out of the timeout, this should be the final play of this first half. So Goddard's going for the end zone. Trips to the right, twins to the left. 3rd and 1, but that really doesn't matter. Back to pass is Vasquez. He slings it across the middle again. Complete to Mesquita at the 35. Brings it back, and he'll be down at the 26-yard line. 16 yards to Mesquita. First down, but that will run the clock out here on the first half of play. Lovington up by a score of 13-0 over a very game Goddard Rockets squad. As we get ready for your Bob's Thriftway coaches conversation, Don and Coach Bailey from down on the field.
All right, Coach Bailey. Hard to be unhappy when you're going into half 13-0, but what did you see out of the first half?
Yeah, I felt like we were a little timid offensively. That's mostly probably, I always take the blame on that. I just think, we're trying to control the ball, run the ball very good, but, we can do some more things. I think we'll do a little better job there. I think defensively, though, we're playing really, really well. They've got some very good players, and we're rallying to the ball, and we're keeping it, keeping everything in front of us. And so I'm really proud of what we're doing.
All right, what's the plan for the second half besides hang on to that lead, make it a win?
Yeah, I think, you're up 13-0 and you get the ball. So we got to go score right here. Let's go score right here to give us a good cushion. We know that getting them in passing situations is what we want, and so we want to do that. We're good with that. The next deal right there, though, is not take unnecessary risks, but also don't lose our fearlessness. That's who we are.
All right. Good. Thanks for talking with us. Good luck. We'll see you in the half.
Our Bob's Thriftway coaches conversation, Don Morgan with Coach Bailey as the Big Blue Band comes out to perform here at halftime. We'll be back with your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. Wildcats leading the Rockets 13-0, 5A quarterfinals here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Did you know LECO offers fiber internet to your home and business? LECO is the only local fiber internet company. This means a personal touch for local customers. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954. LECO, the only local fiber internet company. Call 370-5010. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. Call 370-5010. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jow, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning.
At nmjc.edu.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And welcome to your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, my friends, at some point you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. And the Wildcats did get up and go to start things off here in this ball game. They lead it 13-0. They scored on their very first play of the game. So a big way to start that one for the Lovington Wildcats in this one. Let's take a look at the numbers in the first half for you. We'll start with the Goddard Rockets. Nate Vasquez, who doesn't throw the ball just a whole lot, had a very efficient passing first half. He goes 8 of 12 for 76 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. The vaunted Goddard running game, though, has been held in check. Zach Adriano is their leading rusher right now. He's got 6 carries for 10 yards. Brady Gibbs, 6 carries, -6 yards. Now, that's a bit misleading because he went and recovered a bad snap that lost 21 yards, but it put him in negative territory. Nate Vasquez, 3 carries for only 5 yards. He was sacked once. And Mosqueda on an end around has 1 carry for no yards. Leading receiver right now is Josiah Castillo, 3 carries for 29 yards. Mosqueda, 2 catches and 25 yards. Valdez, a couple of catches for 16 yards. So no scores in the ball game as Goddard was penalized 3 times for 30 yards in that one. And they had 7 first downs in the first half. Turning our attention to the Lovington Wildcats, Jaden Gutierrez goes 2 of 3 for 55 yards, 1 touchdown in the first half. That touchdown, a 21-yarder to Zach Diaz. That's his only catch. The other catch, a 34-yarder to Nunez, which kept the drive alive for the Wildcats. And that's all the receiving to talk about. Jaden Gutierrez been doing it on the ground. He's got 6 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown, including that 29-yard touchdown run to start the ball game on the Cats' first offensive play from scrimmage. Zach Diaz running the hard way inside. 4 carries, 19 yards. Fidencio Lujan, 2 carries, 8 yards. And Elijah Rivero, 1 carry, -4 yards. On that end around that we see at least once a game. 55 through the air, 98 on the ground, 153 total compared to 85 for the Goddard Rockets. The Cats were flagged 5 times for 35 yards in that first half. They had 6 first downs in the half, got 6 points in the first and 7 in the second. That's how they get to their 13. So about the only thing that hadn't gone the Wildcats' way, they had the missed 37-yard field goal for Caleb Aranda. Just let it off of his foot really kind of as a little gust of wind, puffed it wide to the right. It had plenty of leg. It just happened to go a little bit wide to the right. But Lovington having things go their way thus far, but we've still got a lot of football to play. 13-0 is our score. Lovington in the lead. We'll be back with your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How keys to the second half as we return Lovington Wildcat football here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and on the Z94 KZOR Facebook page.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
And welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Halftime here in the 5A quarterfinals. Lovington up 13-0 over the visiting Goddard Rockets. The 4-5 matchup here today. In other scoring and other highlights from around the area today and in other playoff matchups, you've got right now, the Eunice Cardinals. They are in a pretty good match down at Cardinal Stadium in Eunice. They lead right before halftime, just 21-14 over a Santa Rosa team that has apparently come out to play. Of course, Hobbs winning last night, and in spectacular fashion against Carlsbad, the Tatum Coyotes falling. So that's Lee County looking to go 3-1 in the playoffs for this week. And again, upset alert in one of the other 5A quarterfinal games for this one. It's Gadsden right now over Los Alamos. That game almost over, 31-13. That ball game, Los Alamos, the number 3 team in the state, and probably going to fall to the number 6 Gadsden Panthers. Again, like we mentioned earlier, Los Alamos was making noises like, well, we're undefeated, we should be higher than number 3. Well, their strength of schedule not very good, and looks like Gadsden, whose strength of schedule is very good, is taking it to them right now. Still a little bit of time left in that one. So, Dawn, as we come to the point of the Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show, keys to the second half. All right, I guess
it comes back. There it is. There it is. I had muted my mic, not turned it off, but I'd muted it, which you just have to do a really quick punch and mute it while the band was playing and you were giving stats and everything. And then I tried to just do a quick unmute, and instead it turned it off. I held it down just a little too long, just a beat too long, turned it off, so I did get it back on. So I think that Lovington is just, they've got to hang on. They've got to hang on, but they can't just. Lovington's best when they're moving, when they're scoring, when they're moving, when they have purpose and intent. They don't do well when they're just in a holding pattern, and so they don't need to just hold on, but they need to prevail. They need to use that 13 points. They got a little cushion. It's breathing room, but it is by no means safe because there's a whole half of football left against a good Goddard team. And they're in the locker room right now, licking their wounds from the first half, making plans to come out strong against Lovington in the second half. So Lovington has got to defend. Coach actually was pretty happy with Lovington's handling of all the passing that Goddard is doing. Kind of a surprising amount of passing in that first half for Goddard. But I think Lovington certainly hasn't let them get a score, and they've handled it in that means. But, I think that Lovington has passed less and run more than they were expected to, and just the opposite of Goddard. So these two teams, are trying to out-surprise each other, I guess, And Lovington's they've got to hang in there, but they've got to do more than that. They've got to keep their feet on the gas. I think Lovington needs to play without thinking that they're 13-0. They do best when they feel the pressure to score, when they need to keep their energy up, to get out here with great energy. And as Coach said, they really want to score on that first possession, give them some more breathing room, but put some more distance. And if they can do that and come out and score right away and establish the pattern for the second half and start pulling away from Goddard, then that's the kind of territory that Lovington, when they feel that, they really get into that, they feel it, then they can start pouring it on another opponent. But they've got to be careful. Goddard's a good team. They can come out, make some adjustments, and really try to keep Lovington from achieving what Lovington wants to do.
Well, they certainly can. I mean, I'm going to echo a little bit what you're saying. My keys to the second half, you mentioned they got to keep moving. They've got to keep going, and I think that's absolutely right. They have to find a way to protect Jaden Gutierrez. It's not that they've given him bad protection. He hasn't been sacked. He's been a little bit pressured. You've got to give him time to find an open receiver. Now then, that falls some to the receivers, too. You have to get open. Sometimes he's dropped back to pass, and there's been nobody open. They have to find a way to get themselves open. On defense, they've got to keep it up on the run. They've done an extremely good job there in that first half, holding Goddard to just 9 yards total on the ground. That's a little bit that's a little bit misconceiving because they had that 21-yard loss there on the bad snap. They've also got to find a way on their defense to keep somebody out and on the receivers. Too many open receivers as Vasquez has had some time for the most part. He's 8 of 12. So you've got to find a way to stay on those receivers and special teams. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep on good coverage. Keep them from being able to get momentum that way. As the Cats coming back out onto the field, getting ready for the start of the second half of this one. So let's bring in the third member of our team here. Braden, what did you see in that first half? I know, decisions.
Keep your foot on the gas.
Keep your foot on the gas. It's I think you are absolutely right on that one. So the Wildcats leading this one 13-0 here at halftime. 5A quarterfinals. A trip to the semis is on the line when we return. This has been your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, my friends, at some point you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. And we go to the second half of action. Right after this, Wildcat football continues. Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and on the KZOR Facebook page.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve. It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says, go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat Football here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and on the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan patrolling field side, Braden Cooper spotting and running camera tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. Today's game is presented by the Authority of the New Mexico Activities Association with exclusive video rights granted by the NMAA and purchased by New Walmart Broadcasting and KZOR Sports. So it'll be Lovington football as we start the second half, leading this one by a score of 13-0. And you heard Coach Bailey say it before they went out. I think very important to score on this opening possession of the half. So Pies is going to tee it up, and we are ready to go. Second half of action underway in the 5A quarterfinals, and it'll be a short kick. It'll be fielded at the 15 by Madrid. Brings it up to the 20. Now they're going to run the starburst. And it'll be Rivera with it. Gets away. He's across the 40, 45 to the 50. Into Goddard territory across the 45 to the 44-yard line. I thought Jude was just going to keep it himself and turn it up. He had plenty of room. Instead, they give it to Rivera, and he makes a big gain. Looked like he was going to be stopped after about 15 yards, but broke a tackle and broke through.
And it was actually the kicker, Braden McDaniel, who ended up helping bring him down over there on the side. It was amazing.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Wildcats. Now from they're going to say the 45 officially.
By the way, during halftime warm-up, Allen, Spencer, Gutierrez, and Rivero all warmed up their arms.
So who knows what we're going to see. So it'll be Gutierrez. He is the quarterback. High snap, handles it, looks to pass, pump fake, goes left side, almost picked off.
Ooh, dangerous.
And skipped in and incomplete. That was an extremely dangerous pass.
I think that was Nate Vasquez at number 8 who reached up, almost got that. Was it 8 or 5?
That was Mosquito over there.
Yeah, it was number 5. Okay.
So incomplete on the trying to get Rivero over on the far side. So maybe think then that's one thing Gutierrez. He's a little bit prone sometimes to throwing the INT. He hadn't thrown many this year, but sometimes it's almost like he loses the underneath man and throws it almost right to him. So just got to be aware of it. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Cats moving from the north to the south. High snap, hand it to Diaz, hitting the backfield, stretches out, might get back to the line of scrimmage. Yep, they're going to say a loss of 1, and now 3rd and 11. You don't want to stall out after a good return here, so 3rd and 11.
Important conversion here.
Yes, it is. And I think you may be in 2-down territory here as Gutierrez goes over, and Coach Bailey going to send the play in. Jaden takes it back in. Plenty of time on the play clock. 11:15 to go, 3rd quarter. Goddard going to shift out a whole bunch of players. They bring Ryan Romero in.
You got Terrell on this side.
And Madrid, too. They'll put Terrell in the slot near side. Send a man in motion. Back to pass. Gutierrez pressured, steps up. He is going to be hit in the backfield, and that'll be a 2-yard sack. First of the ball game as the Cats, just kind of coming out and looking a little bleh on their opening possession of this second half.
Got to be sharper than this. Got to be sharper.
Yes, you do. And so it'll be punt time for the Wildcats as Caleb Arondon going to try and pin Goddard back way deep. Goddard not even going to send anybody back. They're going to bring everybody after him. Looks like now they'll drop a couple guys back deep. Caleb, you're going to try and angle it towards the sideline inside the 5 if you can. Bad snap. Caleb picks it up off the turf, kicks it away, gets it up. It's a pop-up, and it'll bounce sideways and then take a little bit of a Goddard bounce, and Lovington will down it with Terrell at the 22-yard line. So winds up only being a 26-yard punt. So
quick hands by Terrell. That could have been even worse. It could have taken that bounce and gone another 6-8 yards back and shorten that punt even more.
So now let's see what the Lovington defense can do. The offense kind of misfiring a little bit on their opening possession. So now let's see what Coach Bolanos and his squad can do. As Vasquez will bring his team back out. Nope, they're going to say they want a different football. They're going to get it. They have not started the play clock yet, so all good. And it'll be Arianos getting the start in the backfield for the second half. So Vasquez with Arianos on his left shoulder. High snap. Hand it off. Arianos goes to the right. Not much doing. He's going to get to the 25, maybe the 26-yard line.
Tripped over Jaden Garcia, but ended up getting another 3 yards.
Going to give him a 4-yard gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for Goddard. Again, Goddard is not a team that is going to move with just a whole lot of urgency. They shorten the game up and they eat a lot of clock and limit possessions. Now they're going to split twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Shift a man over to the tight end position, hand it to Arianos. He comes right, cuts it back left, got some room, cross the 35 out to the 36-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 9 for Arianos, and it'll be a 1st down for the Goddard Rockets.
Looks like Terrell and Rivero, maybe Bustillos were all in on the stop by just grabbing for the feet, trying to get him down. Not really shoestring tackles, just grabbing for the feet and trying to bring him down.
8th first down of the ball game for Goddard, and it'll be 1st down and 10 for them from their own 37-yard line. 9 minutes remaining in the 3rd. Lovington up 13-0. Goddard bunches everybody in tight, single receiver to the right side. Hand it off. Arianos again right up the gut. He's going to be to the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 3 as they're playing 3-yard in a cloud of dust football here to start this quarter. So 2nd down and 7.
Just grinding it out.
And if you do that and Lovington not able to answer, this could be a very interesting game, a very interesting second half. Single receiver by himself will be Castillo to the right side. They'll hand it off once again. That is Arianos again in contact at the line, and he falls forward for another 2 yards.
It goes Vasquez, who reached around, came after him, and tried to wrap him up, tried to get a wrap-up tackle, and got him down, but gave up a couple of yards.
Yeah, they're going to give him 3 on the play, and so it'll wind up, give him 4 on the play, so 3rd down and 3 to go. 10 carries, 30 yards for Zach Ariano. So 3rd down and 3 as the Wildcats try and get the noisemakers going on a big 3rd down and 3. Twins to the left side. Good snap. Vasquez back to pass. Tosses it. Has the screen, but hit and dropped immediately. That was complete to Josiah Thompson. And he's going to get it, but he's going to lose a yard on the play. Great job by Chase. And so now it'll be 4th down and 4 for Goddard. Great job by Terrell as they flipped it to the tight end, Thompson. And that's the second great open field tackle for the Wildcats secondary in this ball game. So now decision time for Coach Bolanos as he's going to roll the dice. He puts the offense out. Twins right, single receiver to the left. Trying the hard count. Did Lovington jump? They didn't break the plane, so he gets back in time. They try it again. They're going to have to take a timeout. 3-2-1, and timeout taken by Coach Bolanos. 7 minutes to go. A 4th down and 4 for the Goddard Rockets. And we'll be back with the timeout. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
From early mornings to late nights, JBW Solutions delivers expert industrial safety services and training to protect lives, ensure compliance, and build a strong safety culture. JBW Solutions helps workers stay safe and prepared every shift, every site, every day. If safety is first for you and your company, and it should be, call today 860-460-4398. JBW Solutions, LLC. Do the right thing. Make the call. You may just save a life. 860-460-4398.
Norlee General Hospital supports all Lee County High School athletic programs and is proud to bring you this live play-by-play action. Norlee Hospital knows your health needs should be taken seriously, which is why their physicians are always first to react. Why choose another hospital when you can have one right at home with Norlee General Hospital? Call Norlee at 396-6611.
4th down and 4 back here at Wildcat Stadium. It will be the Rockets going for it again. Trips to the right as Vasquez back to pass. Pressured, steps up, has room, near side, across the 45, into Wildcat territory, across the 50 to the 45-yard line before Bustillos will run him out. So they lost contain on him, and so that'll be 7 and 5, 13 yards, and Vasquez with the 13-yard gain. It'll be 1st down for the Goddard Rockets into Wildcat territory.
Everybody was going, trying to stop the quarterback. He was able to get that ball out, and then some quick speed found the 1st down for them.
So inside Wildcat territory, out of the timeout. That is the 4th down they have converted this afternoon. So now in Wildcat territory, Rocket football, 1st down and 10. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Hand it off, Ariano goes right over the tackle, gets it inside the 45, down to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards in a cloud of dirt. Still a 3-yard average for Zach Ariano, and it'll be 2nd down and 7. Clock continues to move, 6.5 minutes remaining here in the 3rd. 13-0, Lovington in the lead, but Goddard on the march. And now Twins to the right side, single receiver to the left. They've got the tight end. That's Thompson on that right side. Back to pass. Vasquez out of the backfield. Gets it to Ariano. Gets a block, but coming off the block and doing a nice job was Bustillos.
Bustillos, yeah.
They're going to call the hold. It'll be no gain on the play, but we should have a hold on this one. And we'll be holding on Goddard, so wipe out the completion. Rockets' 4th penalty for 40 yards, and so instead of 2nd down and 13 or 2nd and 7 or 3rd and 7. It'll be 2nd and about 17. So 2nd and 17 as Kevin Padilla-Reyes checks in. Reyes-Padilla. Junior lineman comes in as Samuel Dean will take a breather. So move them back 10 yards.
Down to 6 minutes left in this 3rd quarter already.
I know. Fast-moving quarter is Goddard coming up the line like, okay, we're ready to play. There's some discussion. I think maybe if Lovington was going to take it and take the loss of 1 and make it 3rd down, or, and Lovington going to decline the penalty and take the result of the play. So it'll be 3rd down, and so it'll be a -2-yard loss. Back to pass over the middle. Picked off. Chase Terrell has it. It's a pickoff, and we've got a flag on the play. So is it the INT or is it a pass interference? That's the question.
Yeah, they flew that flag flew as soon as Terrell got the ball.
Yes,
I'm
it
thinking
did.
it may be interference.
It looked from up here like he jumped the route clean, but if he made contact jumping the route, they could. It would be what I would call a tic-tac call, but yep, they're going to call the PI on Lovington, I think. If they have holding, that's going to be ridiculous. So what's the call? It'll be defensive holding on Lovington, so it wipes out the INT. And, yeah, they will take that defensive holding call all day long. So that'll be another penalty on the Wildcats. 6 penalties, 45 yards. And so that will be enough for the Goddard first down. Their 10th first down of the ball game, as declining the penalty comes back to bite the Wildcats on a hold that wipes out an INT. And so that'll move Goddard inside the 35 to the 34-yard line, where they'll have it first down and 10.
Ouch.
That is an ouch. It keeps a drive alive. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Goddard with a new set of downs. 6 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. They have burned a lot of time. Twins left, single receiver to the right. Thompson, the tight end, on the left side. Low snap. Vasquez picks it off the turf. Sweeps left, has some room, crosses the 30 to the 29-yard line. Pick up a 5 before Reeves will bring him down. 23 yards on 5 carries for Nate Vasquez. Second down and 5. They're going to be content just to keep eating as much clock as is humanly possible here. Bringing the play in from the sideline, Isaiah Montoya. So on a second down and 5, Goddard getting down close to the Lovington red zone. 5.5 to go. They're going to bunch everybody tight right side. Castillo by himself to the left. Lovington 4 men across the front. Wildcat formation, and nothing doing right there as Montoya is hit and dropped on the Wildcat. And they're going to give him no gain on the play on a Wildcat look. So no gain, and it'll be third down and 5. Wow, that's pretty generous. They gave him a 1-yard gain. So 3rd and 4 now for the Goddard Rockets as Vasquez back in. Under 5 minutes to play. This will be 2-down territory for the Rockets. Adiano goes onto the right shoulder of Vasquez. Bunch him tight right side. Single receiver to the left. Back to pass. Vasquez has time. Now pressured. Goes right side. Tipped. And that one is going to be picked up.
Got it.
And Kyler Reeves will get the INT. They took one away a minute ago, and they will get it that time off the tip drill. The INT, first turnover of the ball game, and it'll be Lovington Wildcat football from the 15-yard line on the turnover. Lovington's defense bends but does not break, and then makes the big play.
Goddard's got a man down. I think that is 74. I think that is Mark Graiola.
And you certainly hate to see that. 4:39 remaining here in the ball game, and with the injury timeout, we'll be back. Wildcat football will continue in a moment.
Did you know LECO offers fiber internet to your home and business? LECO is the only local fiber internet company. This means a personal touch for local customers. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954. LECO, the only local fiber internet company. Call 370-5010. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. Call 370-5010. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Graiola helped off the field and heading towards the training table. Lovington, after the injury timeout and after the turnover, have it 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Welcome back to this 5A quarterfinal matchup. Send a man in motion. That's Rivero. Hand it off. Nope, fake the handoff to Rivero. Gutierrez keeps it himself and backs his way across to the 18-yard line. Pickup of 3 for Jaden, and flags everywhere as I think things are getting a bit chippy out there now, and you're going to have personal foul somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's not just balls flying around. I think it's it's language flying around as well.
I have a feeling it is. And, they just threw another one on Goddard. And so when they do that, generally somebody gets to leave the park. And, yep, they just ejected somebody. And they have tossed out Jeremiah Sorg. So Sorg has been ejected from the ball game. So you might have offsetting personal fouls, and then you're going to have the ejection, the unsportsmanlike ejection, and Sorg is done for the afternoon. As we wait on the call, I think Lovington's going to wind up 15 yards to the good on this one, and you'll have personal foul on Goddard. And then you're going to have dead ball, personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on Goddard. And so that should be 30 yards you're going to tack onto the Wildcats. So Lovington will get it way down there. So that's 45. That is 5 penalties now for 60 yards on the Goddard Rockets. So from the 18, that should take them all the way out to the 48-yard line. Coach Bolanos, I think, is over arguing that they should only mark off one penalty, but there was one penalty during the play, the personal foul, and then there was the dead ball personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct that got Sorg tossed. And so it should be the 15 yards and then tack 15 more onto the end of it. As Coach Bailey drawing his team off to the sideline as Coach Bolanos is almost out to the hash arguing about it. So they're not putting up with anything. Something must have really badly gotten said. And
One
you'll
of the
have
refs,
personal foul,
right.
Goddard.
Right.
And then you'll have dead ball, personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, Goddard. First down for Lovington. So they're going to march off the 15. They should be marking off another 15. Or are they just going to mark the 15? They're just going to mark, they'll mark off the other 15. There we go. So it winds up being a 30-yard penalty. It's 2 separate penalties. Becomes 5 penalties for 60 yards on Goddard, and they lose a linebacker end that's been having a good game in Jeremiah Sorg. So Lovington will have it 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. That is their 7th first down of the ball game.
Until this passel of penalties here, really there hadn't been a lot of penalties in that first half up until here, and the ones that they were short yard penalties.
Yeah, they were offsides.
Yeah, offsides, delay
offsides and motion. Twins left, twins to the right. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Send a man in motion. That is Garcia, and then they will hand it off. Diaz with some room, crosses the 50 to the 45, down to the 44-yard line. Very close to first down yardage is Zach Diaz. 6 carries, 27 yards, and goes behind the decoy that is Jaden Garcia once again. And they're going to give him forward progress and move the chains. First down, Wildcats.
Nice. Ryan Romero reached out and got him down by the foot, but not before that first down. So good job.
Of course, we're with you today. Rights granted by the New Mexico Activities Association for video rights. Purchased by New Walmart Digital and KZOR Sports. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats after the 10-yard gain by Diaz. 6 carries, 28 yards for Zach. Inside Goddard territory with 3:45 remaining. Here in the third, fake the pitch. Jaden keeps it himself. Not a lot of room to run. I'm not sure there wasn't a little bit of a miscommunication there, and it'll be a 2-yard gain. And, they didn't toss Sorg. He's back out there. So it'll be a 1-yard gain for Jaden. I really thought I had seen him run him. Maybe Coach Bolanos just pulling him over to the sideline before he could get run.
If he's not careful, it will happen.
Yes, it will. So bringing the play in from the sideline will be Chase Terrell. 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats. Leading this one 13-0. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. As district opponents and rivals, you expect things to sometimes get a little bit nasty out there. Lovington going to bunch everybody tight in on the right side. Now they'll shift them over to the left. Fidencio Lujan is the deep back. Gutierrez pitch it to Lujan, sweeping it out, left side across the 40, puts the shoulders down, and Big Fidencio still on his feet, crossing the 35, still on his feet inside the 30, won't go down. Goddard trying to gang tackle him all the way down to the 28-yard line. That'll be 16 yards for Fidencio Lujan. The senior bowling ball refuses to go down and move the chains. First down, Wildcats.
He kept getting the hit. He kept moving forward, kept getting more jerseys hanging off of him, and he kept moving forward, just refused. So nice work. Good first down. Coach Bailey was fun to watch during that, too. He's just first down.
To the 28-yard line. Move the chains for the Wildcats. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Lujan stays in as the running back. Jaden keeps it himself. He's going to cross the 25 down to the 24-yard line. So 4 yards, make it 5 for Gutierrez. 10 carries now for 82 yards for Jaden. And it'll be second down and 5. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third. If you can get the touchdown here, I'm not sure Goddard has got the pace to come back from 3 scores down. With 12 minutes or slightly less remaining in the game, important for Lovington to cash this one in the form of a touchdown. You want points no matter what on this drive, but you need the TD. Madrid by himself, down wide to the right, high snap, fake the handoff. Gutierrez rolls right, pressured, fires, goes to the back of the end zone and overthrows. Sailed it over Sanchez's head. Pretty good coverage down there by Romero as Gutierrez got plastered, and they are going to call roughing the passer on Goddard. So that'll be another 15-yarder on the Goddard Rockets, who I think have got to feel their season slipping away, and it'll be first down for Lovington.
Yeah, it's not just any old game. It's it's playoffs. Winner moves on. And
loser plays basketball.
Yeah, Goddard's getting a little desperate here.
I think they are, as it was a late hit for sure. They're going to call personal foul late hit, or they're going to call roughing the passer, either or. It's a 15-yard penalty. And there's no way it could be intentional grounding, because I just heard somebody scream that from the other side. And we'll have personal foul targeting on Lovington. Are you kidding me? And then you're going to have personal foul on Goddard. And so that should be offsetting penalties. Yeah, that should be offsetting. That should be 15 both ways, and it's like it never even happened. And replay second down.
Looks like they're...
Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be. So I'll go scratch that one out of the books, the penalty, because it winds up not being either way. And they're actually going to give Lovington 5 yards on it. So the Lovington penalty was the equivalent of a 5-yarder, while it becomes the equivalent of a 10-yarder on Goddard. Or a 5-yarder on Goddard. So they cancel them out. They give Lovington 5. I don't think that's correct, but okay, it'll be first and 10 for the Wildcats. And now Coach Polano's asking. And I don't blame him on that one. So first and 10 from the 14. That's how they're going to set it up. Yeah, Coach Polano's going, wait a minute, 2 15-yard penalties offsetting. We should just be replaying second and 5, and I think he's got a point here. With 1:24 remaining in the third, Lovington leading this one 13-0. Yeah, Coach Polano's arguing his case, and I do try and, well, it's obvious I am the Lovington play-by-play guy. I do try to be honest about it, and I think Coach Polano's has a case here. So now they're going to, no, they've decided that it is indeed just, all right, Lovington's going to wind up net 10 out of it. So this is the weirdest my penalties have ever been scratched up before. First and 10 from the 14. Lovington in the red zone, or the blue zone, if you will. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Got Rivero in the slot left side. Good snap. Gutierrez with it. Keeps it himself, and he'll be down to the 10-yard line. Jaden will just bullet forward for 4. 11 carries, 86 yards. Under a minute to play in the third. Lovington continues just to bang it down. So a 2nd and 6 as now a whistle sounds as the team's getting together once again and jawing a bit. Lovington will have to run one more play here in the quarter. There's 6 seconds difference, play clock, game clock. as Gutierrez will bring it in from the sideline. You're Lovington here. Just go ahead. You can get the first down. Get some positive yardage here and head to the fourth quarter up 13-0. Twins left, Twins to the right. Diaz in the backfield. Send Rivero in motion. Back to pass, flip it. Rivero and over his head. Let him too much. Yes, they did. And so that'll bring up as we've got another flag in the backfield.
You got to think this might be an ejection.
Yeah, you got to think so. Sorg was out there again, and he blasted Gutierrez after the play. So let's see what they call here. Sorg got hurt again as the Wildcat faithful are and stop it. They're going to hurt somebody. Personal foul, roughing the passer on the Rockets. That is half the distance to the goal, so it's a 5-yard penalty. And so it should be an automatic first down, too, for the Wildcats. And it will be. Move the chains. First down, Wildcats. First and goal, Lovington from the 5. On the roughing the passer, and Sorg, playing with passion, has not been ejected. So first and goal from the 5 for the Wildcats. 15 seconds remaining here in the quarter. A quarter marked by a lot of bad blood.
I think Alex Rivera was trying to play peacemaker and keeping players apart there after that one.
Under center, Gutierrez goes, hands it off to Jaden Garcia, takes it into the end zone. 6 on the board, touchdown Wildcats. We called it the Shamu sneak in high school. I don't know what they call it here, but I call it Jaden Garcia into the end zone from 5 yards out.
Nice, he got a good push. Rivero pushed his man out of the way, and that allowed an even bigger running lane there for Gutierrez. Nice work.
Junior Jaden Garcia pops it into the end zone. 19-0. Lovington will go for 2 to try and make it a 21-point lead. Rivero with it, looks to pass. Now he sweeps it out, has room, trotted in, and 2 more on the board. For the Lovington Wildcats, they lead this one by a score of 21-0. 1 play left in the third quarter. Stick right here. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Congratulations, students and student-athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jal, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student-athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is 60.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning.
At nmjc.edu.
Jaden Gutierrez, yes, you heard me right. Jaden Gutierrez, the big lineman for the Wildcats, takes it 5. Garcia, thank you. Garcia takes it in. Thank you, Braden. So Jaden Garcia, yep, the junior lineman, the big boy caps it off, and then the 2-point conversion by Elijah Rivero is good. And so still 9 seconds to play in the never-ending third quarter. Lovington up 21-0. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Wildcat Stadium. Don Morgan patrolling the blue turf of Brian Urlacher Field. Braden Cooper spotting and running our camera this afternoon. So still 9 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Lovington up 21-0. Will it be enough? But now Goddard's going to have to find a gear that they have heretofore not shown to come back from 3 scores down, as Caleb will boot it high end over end, and that one into the end zone. Touchback time, and so Goddard will bring it out to the 20. So now let's see what Coach Bolanos and his senior quarterback Nate Vasquez can dial up, because they are going to have to score and score quickly, Don.
Yeah, and that's not their style. You know, they're not a team that works quickly, that's used to the hurry-up style that can really – and when you go against what you're comfortable with, you know, bad things happen. A lot of times you get penalties, you cough up the ball. When you're trying to go against the way that you normally like to operate on the field. So it's Lovington's just got to contain them. Just worry about containing them and let them try to shoot themselves in the foot.
Still 9 seconds to go in the never-ending third quarter. Empty set in the backfield. Vasquez sends a man in motion. They will pitch it to that motion man. That's Montoya. He's around the left side. Gets about a yard, but Lovington does a nice job staying with him.
Kyler Reeves.
And I think Montoya is down after a pickup of 1 on that far side, and that will end the third quarter of play. Fourth quarter time here at Wildcat Stadium. 5A quarterfinals. Lovington 21, Goddard nothing. Wildcat football continues in a moment. Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Back for the start of the fourth quarter here at Wildcat Stadium. Lovington leading this one 21-0. We did have a flag on the last play, a 1-yard gain by Montoya, so we're waiting to see what that's about. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan patrolling field side, Braden Cooper running camera, helping us spot. Tiff and Evie keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. Score update coming in from the other quarterfinal game. As right now it is all Artesia. They're leading 21-0 over in Highland right now. And Gadsden has knocked off Los Alamos in the 6-3 game. So winner of this game will play probably Artesia more than likely coming up next Friday or Saturday. Roswell High will be taking on Gadsden. So we're waiting to see. We still have
I think it was an unsportsmanlike.
We still haven't gotten a call on it. But we're waiting to see here as we getting underway. Big thank you to all of our great sponsors. You see them there at the bottom of your screen. You hear them, and it will be a dead ball personal foul on sportsmanlike conduct on Lovington. Yep, you can't give it back. Automatic first down for the Goddard Rockets, 15 yards on the Wildcats. That's their 7th penalty for 60 yards, and that's going to move them all the way up to the 36-yard line, first down and 10. So Goddard will have it 1st and 10 to start the fourth quarter. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Gibbs in the backfield. They'll hand it to Gibbs. He bounces left, comes back right, and right into the arms of Kyler Reeves for a 2-yard gain. Make it, well, they're going to give him all the way out to the 40, looks like. Nope, 39, so 3-yard gain for Gibbs. That'll be his 7th carry for -3 yards. So on a 2nd down and 7, Goddard going to have to find a new gear if they've got one. Twins left, single receiver to the right. Waiting on it, Vasquez back to pass. Has time, fires. That one in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Valdez. It was tipped almost at the line by Giovanni Contreras. Contreras looking just to get the hands up and move that one out. Incomplete. And so now it'll be 3rd down and 7 to go for the Goddard Rockets.
Aiden Nunez actually ended up picking up the ball.
Yeah, Nunez was back on defense too, as they'd actually let Valdez get in a little soft spot between them there. So now on a 3rd down and 7 to go, 11:25 remaining in the ball game. Lovington 11 minutes plus away from punching their ticket to a return date to the semifinals, their first trip to the 5A semifinals ever. Twins left, single receiver to the right on 3rd down and 7. Vasquez back to pass. Slips out to the left. Comes across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Pick up a 2. Nice job by the Wildcat defense to keep him from being able to get any more than that. Kyler Reeves in on the stop once again. Also some help there from Kevin Reyes-Padilla. And so it'll be 4th down and 5. I've got to think punt time for Goddard.
Yeah, and Reeves stopped him, but he also helped him get up. I like that. Especially in a game that had, devolved into some chippiness and some language and some bad penalties. And Lovington's still out there trying to say, hey, guys,
Well, and Goddard the same way. I saw a Goddard player pick up one of our receivers over on the far side on the last one. So last possession. So it goes both ways. Goddard nothing to lose here. They'll go for it on 4th and 5. Low snap. Vasquez with it. Has a man on the little wide receiver screen and room to run. Coming through and looking for some room across the 35 and down. That'll be Mesquita all the way down to the 35-yard line. So there's 15 and 15. That's a 30-yard completion, and it'll be first down.
It was
for
5
the Rockets.
on 5 there as Giovanni Contreras was the guy who came along and took his legs out from under him. So, 5, brought down 5.
So a 30-yard completion to keep the drive alive for the Rockets. 10-15 remaining in the ball game inside Wildcat territory from the Cat 35. The Twins left, single receiver to the right. Vasquez with it. Protection, tossing it over to the left side, but right there to drop his man is Chase Terrell as it was completed out to Josiah Thompson, the tight end. But they're going to say no gain on the play. It'll be a completion, but no gain, and so it'll be 2nd down and 10. As Vasquez will go over and talk to Coach Bolanos. Now bring the play into the huddle while we have a minute. Big thanks to our friends at Aftermath Auto Oil Services, Bob's Thriftway, Lovington Schools, Stone Oilfield Services, B&B Rental, Man Welding, First American Bank of Lovington, Eunice Pump and Supply. Wildcat playoff football possible, even in video form. Bunch them tight on the left side, single receiver to the right. Back to pass. Vasquez stands up. Nowhere to go, though, as he's going to get hit and drop. Give the sack there to Damian Leyva. It'll be a 2-yard sack, and that's a coverage sack. The Cat secondary did their job right there. 2nd sack of the ball game, and nowhere for Vasquez to go. So now it's 3rd down and 12. It's definitely 2-down territory for the Rockets with 8:45 remaining in the ball game. Trailing by 3 scores, 3 touchdowns, not just 3 scores. Twins right, single receiver to the left. Vasquez telling his receiver something. Low snap, bobbles it. It's on the turf. Picks it up. He's pressured. Comes around to the near side. Still looking for some room to run. He'll fire back across his body. Wide open man at the 5 and put it in the end zone. The touchdown for O'Meara from 37 yards out on a busted play.
That's amazing.
That is amazing, and it was a wobbly, wounded duck. Lovington smelled blood in the water, and everybody came after the quarterback. They forgot he's still got receivers out there, and if he can scoop it up, he can throw it. And he does. And it's a touchdown to O'Meara.
And there are 8.5 minutes left in this game. It's now a 15-point game.
And I've got to think they will go for just the regular extra point here. But then they've got to kick the onside, I've got to think. They've only got 2 timeouts remaining. So the point after to come. High snap, it's handled. The ball is up and tails through good. 8:30 remaining in the ball game. Lovington 21, Goddard 7. Wildcat football back in a moment.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. from the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
A busted play turns into a 37-yard touchdown pass from Nate Vasquez to Bryant O'Meara. The point after is good, and so with 8.5 minutes remaining in the ball game in this 5A quarterfinal matchup, Lovington now up by 14, 21-7. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan field side. Braden Cooper running camera, helping us spot this afternoon as McDaniel will tee it up. You've got to think it is going to be an onside kick or a pooch or something to try and get Lovington to try and get the ball back. And, yep, McDaniel showing that it's going to be the onside, kicking towards his own sideline.
Lovington's got to answer this because this is going to give some momentum,
well, first you got to get the onside kick.
Exactly, but this gives Goddard the momentum, and Lovington's got to match the energy.
Yes, they do. So recover the onside kick. That is step number one. So McDaniel goes and he will pop that one. It bounces, and that one was touched before 10 yards. Yep, it'll be Lovington football at the 47-yard line inside Goddard territory. You cannot touch it till it goes 10 yards. So it'll be Lovington Wildcat football at the 47-yard line inside Goddard territory.
Yeah, Josiah Castillo reached up and grabbed that one in the air after it only gone about 7-8 yards.
So Lovington Wildcat football, as Coach Bailey says, yep, don't let him re-kick it. It's a penalty. I'm declining it. It's our football right there, and that's exactly what's going to happen from the 48-yard line. So bullet number one dodged.
Right.
Now it's hold on to the football, eat some clock if you can,
and score.
And if you don't eat some clock, score and score quickly.
You need some more daylight.
Yes,
more,
you
some more
do,
breathing room between there.
And we will have a horse collar tackle on Goddard after the play, and so that will give another. Oh nope, an illegal touch. Sorry, I thought he yanked the collar. An illegal touch. So an illegal touch on the Goddard Rockets, which means touching it before. I thought if they called that, they had to let them play it, but I guess not. So Goddard now 8 penalties, 75 yards. Lovington football from the 44-yard line. First down and 10, 43 officially. Twins left, Twins to the right. Send a man in motion. That's Garcia again. Gutierrez keeps it himself. Has some room across the 40. Little stumble across the 35 to the 30. Cuts it back inside the 25 and down to the 20-yard line. 23 yards for Jaden Gutierrez and move the chains. First down, Lovington. 12th first down of the ball game, and that will put Jaden over the century mark. 109, or rather 105. No, it is 109 on the ground for Jaden Gutierrez. Got the explosive play they need now into the red zone, or the blue zone, if you will.
Without that little stumble, I think he would have been able to clear that last player and find that daylight for the end zone. It
I think
just
he would.
A little bit of stumble, and somebody, he didn't do it by himself. I mean, it was caused defensively.
Yeah, the turf monster wearing a little bit of Columbia and Navy out there, I think, instead of the blue, the royal blue that is the turf. So I'm not sure what the discussion is here. So they've said it. Play clock's running. We're down to under 10 on the play clock. So Lovington gets down up there with 7, with 6, with 5. Send Nunez out with 4, with 3, with 2, with 1. Jaden gets it, hands it off to Fidencio, and he hesitates and crosses the 15 down to the 13, make it the 12-yard line. Fidencio Lujan, an 8-yard gain, and he hesitated a minute, and then he got a little bit of daylight from his line, and he just blasted through for the 8-yard gain. 4 carries, 32 yards for Fidencio Lujan. Second down and 2 for the Cats. 7:20 remaining in the ball game. And Lovington can afford to eat as much time as they want to here. Up by 2 touchdowns.
Knocking on the door for
and
another.
Knocking on the door for another, yep. You cannot come up empty on this possession, though, no matter what. Twins left, single receiver to the right. High snap, hand it to Lujan. He is hit immediately at the line and nowhere to go for Fidencio as Talon Payne, the middle linebacker, blasts through and blasts Fidencio. They're going to say no gain. And so now it'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Wildcats. Of course, next up for the winner of this ball game will be the Artesia Bulldogs, more than likely. They're up 21-0.
Fidencio
28-0 now. Thank you, Braden.
Sorry about that. Fidencio out and Allen in.
So Justin Allen in to maybe see what happens. And they're going to put Rivero in the backfield, so you might see a Wildcat situation here. Elijah and Gutierrez both. Gutierrez with it. He'll pitch it to Rivero. He crosses the 10 and then going to be knocked out of bounds by Mesquita. So he's down at the 10. We'll call it the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of about 4.5, 5. We'll call it 5. And it'll move the chains. First and goal, Lovington from the 9.
Just march it on in, boys.
So on the bright side, I do believe that if we play Artesia next week, that game would be here. Of course, they knowing the way the NMAA works, and I'm happy they gave us the video rights for this. They didn't give them to us. They sold them to us. But, yeah, they might change. Well, if it was an Albuquerque school, they'd change the rules again, but make sure it wasn't here. But 2 Southeast schools, they're fine with it. Pitch it to Lujan. Hit in the backfield, hit twice, and, yep, Fidencio going to lose a couple. As on the stop, JCO Perez, Sorg in there too. It'll be a 1-yard loss for Lujan. And it'll bring up second and goal from the 11. So a 2-yard loss officially. So second and goal from the 11, 5:45 remaining in the contest. You have to come away. I can't stress this enough. You must get points, even if it's a field goal this drive, to make this a 3-score ball game. Right now it's just a 2-score, a 2-touchdown game. You want to make it 2 touchdowns and a field goal plus if you can. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. High snap. Gutierrez with it. Steps, fires over the middle. Rivero, 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Gutierrez to Rivero. And Lovington has answered back and goes back up by 20.
Wow, what a beautiful. That pass wasn't pretty, but it was meant to be. It was like there's a string on that ball from Gutierrez and into Rivero's hands.
First catch of the afternoon for Elijah Rivero.
And he jumped up. It was just beautiful. I wish I'd had a camera up at that instant when he got the ball.
Maybe we could freeze frame it. Braden, I'm assuming you got that on film.
I think I did.
So Aranda on to attempt the point after. Bad snap. Elijah gets it off the turf, and Caleb will boot it through. And with 5:19 to go in the ball game, Lovington 28, Goddard 7. Wildcat playoff football back on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
The Wildcats cap off the drive with the first catch of the afternoon for Elijah Rivero, 11 yards from Jaden Gutierrez. The point after is good, and Lovington goes up 28-7 as they get the touchdown back and go back up by 3 TDs. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Wildcat Stadium. Don Morgan patrolling the blue turf of Brian Erlacher Field. Braden Cooper spotting, running camera. Tiffany Evie keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square here this afternoon. So now if you're Lovington, it is the whole key here is no big plays. Make Goddard keep it in the field of play. You don't care if they score at this point. You just want them to eat time off the clock.
You don't care if they score once.
Right.
Maybe, but you don't want them scoring 3 or 4 times.
No. Weirdness can happen. So Caleb Aranda will tee it up at the 40. He'll kick it towards the north end zone as the shadows start to lengthen here at Wildcat Stadium. Caleb kicks the line drive, and that one will bounce in the end zone for the touchback. So it'll be Goddard football with an 80-yard field to work with, 5:19 remaining in the ball game. Of course, we don't know if that would be a Friday or a Saturday game next week against the Artesia Bulldogs. We don't want to count our chickens before they hatch, if you will, but so not sure if that would be a Friday or a Saturday game. We already know the Hobbs game will be Saturday. Up in Never Never Land, also known as Rio Rancho. Glad we don't have to go up there. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rockets. Eunice still in the lead. That game in the late in the third quarter. Try and get an update for you on that one momentarily. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. That is Castillo by himself down to the right. 3 catches, 29 yards, but none here in the second half. Back to pass. Vasquez looks left, has a man. That is O'Meara again, and he's out and shakes and bakes and crosses the 40 to the 41-yard line. Where are they going to say he went out? They're going to say at the 38, so it's 18 yards to O'Meara. That kid's having the game of his life. 3 catches for 60 yards now for Bryant O'Meara, just a freshman out there for the Rockets.
And you might not care if Goddard scores, but you don't want to open the gate and just say, have at it, boys. Here you go. There's the end zone. Have at it.
Nope, you want to make them burn some time. Twins left, single receiver right. Hand it off. That's Adiano crossing the 40 to the 41-yard line. So call it 3, make it 4 to Zach Adiano. 12 carries, 37 yards. 2nd down and 6 to go. But again, they had met him keep it in the field of play. Goddard's going to hurry up a little bit. They'll send Castillo wide to the left. They put O'Meara in the slot on the right. And they're going to put Gibbs in as the running back, and they will toss it to Castillo, who's going to tiptoe out of bounds at the 49-yard line. 21-14. Eunice in the lead. I'll check that. So up to the 49 from the 41. So that'll be an 8-yard completion to Castillo. 166.
Madrid and Nunez over there on coverage on that.
4 catches, 37 yards for Castillo. But the clock stops with 4:21 remaining here in the ball game. Lovington up by 21 points. So now Vasquez back out. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Gibbs in the backfield with him, back to pass. Rolls to the right, pressure comes, has time. Now he's just going to have to tuck it, take it himself, and he is hit and slammed to the turf. Big hit there by Chase Terrell. Stops him for still a 4-yard gain, but Chase made sure that he knew that he was going to pay for that 4 yards. Big hit there for Terrell.
A clean hit, but it was strong.
Yes, it was. So now on a 2nd down and 4, 42-14 now in the fourth quarter. Eunice in the lead of that one. We're on Eunice Sports YouTube. Back to pass, tossing to Castillo on the wide receiver screen. He fights forward for about 6 yards. Going to be close to the 1st down. It'll all depend on the spot. I think they're going to say he's just a bit short.
Really quick out of the quarterback's hand on that.
Yes, it was. 5 catches, 42 yards for Castillo. 3rd down and 1, 3:25 to go. Schiff Thompson over to the tight end slot on the left side. Hand it off to Gibbs. Huge hole up the middle. He's to the 30 and down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. 17-yard run for Brady Gibbs. That is by far the longest run of the afternoon for anybody. 1st down for the Rockets. They're 14th of the ball game.
Yeah, Gibbs got up and did his little wiggle, his little butt shake thing.
So now from the 26-yard line, officially 1st down and 10 for the Rockets. 3:06 to go. Pressure comes. Back to pass. Vasquez gets away from 1, gets away from 2, trying to get away from 3, and finally tapping him out is Chase Terrell. At the 25-yard line, he turns nothing into something, and Terrell pushes him out after a 1-yard gain. Backside pressure coming, just not fast enough to get him, was Sterling White, who's had some pressures today. And he steps out, though, and that preserves the timeout and stops the clock at 2:56 remaining in the ball game. Lovington trying to hold on to the 3-touchdown lead. Twins left, Castillo by himself to the right. Vasquez waits on it. Good snap this time. Has it, steps up in the pocket, slings it across the middle and through the hands of two receivers as Thompson and O'Meara, both with an opportunity at it. Back there defending was Alex Kame, and also keeping an eye on things back there was Chase Terrell, incomplete. And so it'll be 3rd down and 9. Not that that really matters from the 25-yard line. It is end zone or bust time for Goddard. I mean, yeah, they can get first downs, but first downs require taking time, and they don't really have much left to take. 2:50 to go here in the ball game. 28-7, Lovington in the lead. Twins left, single receiver to the right. Adiano now in at the running back position, looking left. Firing across the middle. That'll be complete to Castillo across the 20. Gets away from one, back inside the 10 and down to the 3-yard line. 22 yards to Castillo, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Goddard Rockets on their 15th first down of the ball game. 194 through the air for Nate Vasquez, 64 for Josiah Castillo. And on 1st and goal, toss it over to the left side, trying to get it to Castillo, pushed off. Where's the flag? As Castillo barking, don't bark back over there, Aiden. 2 yards is good. It was a push off beforehand. Should have been a pass interference. It was not. 2 yards on the touchdown for Goddard with 2.5 minutes remaining. And now the point after to come.
And you know they're going to be trying.
And with Aiden, when any time, because Goddard's going to feel a little cocky here, and they're going to be talking a little bit. I mean, I would expect the same for Lovington. The point after to come, and it is up, and it is good. 2.5 to go. Yep, just point at the scoreboard when they start barking. 28-14 our score. Wildcats still in the lead. We're back for the last 2.5 minutes of this one. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says, go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats.
Nate Vasquez finds his favorite target, Josiah Castillo, from 2 yards out on an 80-yard drive. The point after is good. And now the Lovington Wildcats lead by 14 points once again. It'll be onside kick time for the Goddard Rockets. They touched it early last time as McDaniel just pops that one in and kicks it out of bounds and off the head of Thompson, the tight end. And Lovington just going to take the ball wherever they'll give it to him. Should be at the 48 in Wildcat territory. 1st and 10 for Lovington. So now if you're Lovington, you just do what you can. Goddard only has 2 timeouts here. Don't do anything foolish. I think you just keep it on the ground here, Dawn.
Yeah, I think that you just, you don't take chances. You don't need to. You don't have to. You don't, the game is not on the line for you. They just have to preserve the win.
Yeah,
not give it up. Preserve the win.
Hold on to the football any way you can for as much as you can, and you will have a 5-yard penalty. They'll march 5 more off on Goddard for the kickoff out of bounds. So the Rockets, that'll be their 8th penalty for 80 yards, and it will put Lovington 1st and 10 from the Goddard 48-yard line. So Lovington Wildcat football, 2.5 minutes remaining. Is Lovington going to put 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. That's Paul Sanchez down by himself to the left. Dietis with it. He'll pitch it on the end around to Elijah. He's looking for some room, gets a block, but he's still going to wind up with no gain on the play. Is staying home And chasing him down the line was Gutierrez, and now we're going to have a flag on the far side of the field as Jaden Garcia gets up rubbing the helmet. I think he got clocked, but I think they're going to call something on Lovington.
Yeah, Lovington faithful saw that hard hit on Gutierrez, and there are a lot of unhappy fans
now
up there.
They're going to throw another flag as they're going to yank Sorg off the field again. They take his helmet away from him this time, so I think he did get tossed this time. So we've got two different flags on the play, and Sorg out again, and he's having to be physically restrained on the far sideline. He's hot about something. I'd be hot too if I got tossed out of a playoff game.
Well,
some of the faithful hollering for the refs, and so we'll have, hold on, let's see what the call is. Dead ball, personal foul on Goddard, and then the ejection on Sorg this time. Yep, Sorg will be ejected, so that'll be the 9th penalty for 95 yards on the Goddard Rockets as Coach Bolanos, I think, working on getting himself tossed out there too.
Well, I was like, he might be next.
It's not like the refs just went down eeny, meeny, miny, mo and said, oh, Sorg, we think you
I mean,
need
they
to go.
threatened to throw him out earlier in the third quarter. So
it's not like it's without some reason.
Yeah, there's something
okay?
going on.
Where there's smoke, there's fire, and it's been going on now for half a game or more.
As one of Coach Bolanos' assistants actually momentarily had to get between Coach Bolanos and the official over there. I'm surprised that he hasn't been, at least one of those coaches hadn't been tossed yet either. 2:19 to go here in the ballgame. 14 first downs for Lovington after the 15-yard mark-off. And overthrowing a temper tantrum over there, a couple of Goddard players. Christian Acosta with his helmet off and tossed his towel on the field. So
normally when you throw the towel on the field, that's
kind of like throwing it in the ring,
giving
right?
it up. I think that was more frustration than it was throwing in the towel, so to speak. But I think he just didn't want to throw his helmet because they would probably have tossed him out there if it had bounced funny.
I don't think they're going to forfeit the boxing match here.
I think
with
so.
the white towel. No.
So Sorg is tossed, and he's being escorted back to the locker room because he has been ejected in the ball game. So first down on the 15-yard penalty. They will wind the clock here. So now with 2:19 remaining in the ball game, twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Gutierrez waits on it, hands it to Diaz. Diaz, a little stutter step, crosses the 30. He was tripped up there by Talon Payne. Still going to wind up picking, we'll call it 7 up on the play. 7 carries, 35 yards for Zach Diaz. And so now it'll be 2nd down and 3 for Lovington. We are under 2 minutes to play. Lovington just going to take as much time as they can. This will be the 2nd year in a row Lovington has knocked the Rockets out of the playoffs. Knocked them off in the opening round last year, knocking them off in the quarterfinals this year.
It's understandable to have that kind of passion and commitment with that history and with that fact on the table right there. I understand Roswell Goddard where they're coming from.
Played him 4 times in 2 years. I mean, kind of like what we're looking at Artesia, too. Hand it off at NCO Lujan. Just puts the shoulders down as he sweeps right to the 25-yard line. Pick up a 2 for Fido, and so that'll be a 3rd down and about 2 to go with 1:23. And Coach Bolanos is going to take the time out to try and preserve a little bit of time. We'll be back, too, as Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric. All titles you serve.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Out of the Goddard timeout, it'll be third down and about 2 for the Lovington Wildcats. 1:23 remaining in this ball game, in this NMAA 5A quarterfinal matchup. So a first down here pretty much does it for this one. Fidencio Lujan on the left shoulder of Jaden Gutierrez. He gets the hard count. They don't jump. Jaden keeps it himself. Goes up the middle, inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. Gutierrez, the pick up a 6 and move the chains. First down, Lovington. And that ought to just about do it for this one. Still one timeout left for Goddard if they choose to take it. So now the Wildcats will get ready to take on another familiar opponent in the Bulldogs of Artesia. 99.9% chance of that. Right back here next week.
And you had a score update on that. I didn't hear a minute ago.
Last one I saw, it was, I think, 28-0 in favor of Artesia.
It's 35-0.
Now 35-0.
Okay.
Thank you, Braden. So now it'll be victory formation time. Under a minute to go for the Wildcats. Jaden will have to kneel it down a time or two. So the officials have come in, and Jaden gets it, and he'll just kneel it down. And he gets it down under, and that will do it. Lovington will not have to snap it again unless Goddard wants to take the timeout. The Lovington Wildcats victorious in this one. Our final score will be Lovington 28, Goddard 14, and the Wildcats, for the first time ever, will be moving on to the 5A semifinals next week. And it should be right here at Wildcat Stadium. So the teams go to shake hands as we prepare to shoot the cannon off, as that will do it. Lovington victorious 28-14. We'll be back with your Lovington Wildcat postgame report and your Bob's Thriftway coaches conversation right after this. Wildcats win 28-14. Wildcat football back in a moment.
From early mornings to late nights, JBW Solutions delivers expert industrial safety services and training to protect lives, ensure compliance, and build a strong safety culture. JBW Solutions helps workers stay safe and prepared every shift, every site, every day. If safety is first for you and your company, and it should be, call today, 860-460-4398. JBW Solutions, LLC. Do the right thing. Make the call. You may just save a life. 860-460-4398.
Norlee General Hospital supports all Lee County High School athletic programs and is proud to bring you this live play-by-play action. Norlee Hospital knows your health needs should be taken seriously, which is why their physicians are always first to react. Why choose another hospital when you can have one right at home with Norlee General Hospital? Call Norlee at 396-6611 or come by for a visit and talk to their staff and bring back that state title.
Did you know LECO offers fiber internet to your home and business? LECO is the only local fiber internet company. This means a personal touch for local customers. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954. LECO, the only local fiber internet company. Call 370-5010. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. Call 370-5010. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your
Congratulations,
community.
Students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jow, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity.
nmjc.edu.
And welcome back, Lovington Wildcat Football, Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. Lovington victorious 28-14 in this 5A quarterfinal round. They will move on to the semis against Artesia. Taking a quick look at the numbers in this one for the Goddard Rockets. Their quarterback, Nate Vasquez, throws it almost as many times tonight as he has all year. He goes 18 of 25 for 196 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Leading receiver, Josiah Castillo, he had 7 catches, 66 yards, including a touchdown. The other touchdown coming to O'Meara, who had 3 catches for 60 yards, including that touchdown. Mosquito, 3 catches, 55 yards. And Elijah Vasquez, a couple catches for 16 yards, 196 through the air. On the ground, much harder sledding. Their leading rusher was Zach Adiano, 12 carries, 37 yards. Then you had Brady Gibbs, 8 carries, 14 yards. Nate Vasquez, 9 carries, 28 yards. Montoya, 2 carries, 2 yards. Mosquito, a carry for no yards. So 196 through the air, 81 on the ground, 277 total for the Goddard Rockets. They were flagged 9 times for 95 yards, including an ejection. They did get 15 first downs in the ball game. No points until the fourth quarter, where they got all 14 of theirs, just trying to come back, but too little, too late. Turning the page for your Lovington Wildcats, Jaden Gutierrez. A very quiet day from the quarterbacking slot, but efficient. 3 of 6 for 66 yards. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. The touchdowns, a 21-yarder in the first half to Zachary Diaz, then the 11-yarder to Elijah Rivero. Leading receiver was actually Nunez, Aiden, with 1 catch for 34 yards. On the ground, another workmanlike day. Jaden Gutierrez goes 13 carries, 115 yards, 1 touchdown. Then Zach Diaz, 7 carries, 35 yards. Fidencio Lujan, 7 carries, 32 yards. And my favorite stat line of the afternoon, Jaden Garcia, 1 carry, 5 yards, and it was for a touchdown. So 66 through the air, 188 cumulatively on the ground, 254 total yards for Lovington. They were flagged 7 times for 60 yards in the ball game. They also had 15 first downs. They get 6 in the first, 7 in the third, 7 in the second, 8 in the third, and then 7 in the fourth. That's how they get to their 28 total in the ball game. So the Lovington Wildcats victorious and will be moving on to take on the Artesia Bulldogs either Friday or Saturday right back here. It should be, if I'm not mistaken, at Wildcat Stadium. Maybe Coach Bailey will know more than that. But a big day for Lovington. This will be the furthest they have ever advanced as a 5A school. Of course, 20 official. I count the bowl game as a state championship.
I was a part
win.
of that.
Yes, you were. So 20 state championships with the bowl win, 21 if you count the bowl win, and I certainly do. And up against them, 3 of the 4 teams left, the defending state champ, and the other, of course, is the perennial always there. That would be the Artesia Bulldogs. And I know we'll talk more about this next week, but they say if you want to be the champ, you got to beat the champ, and
to be the best, you got to beat the best.
That's true, and Artesia has been the epitome of the best in right under the biggest division football for all of these years. So we'll get another shot at them, 4th time in 2 years. Another shot at Artesia coming up next week. I know we'll be talking more about that. Of course, we will hopefully once again get the video rights. I really do doubt that the subcontractors that Albuquerque has will want to come down here. So hopefully we will have the video rights for that next week. So we will do that, and now I'll get back with you here in just a few minutes, Gene, as Dawn Morgan with Coach Bailey, our Bob Swiftway Coaches Conversation.
Hey, thank you, guys, and congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice win.
Thank you. Yeah, we're pretty excited. Pretty excited. Job's not finished, obviously. Got a lot to work on and a lot to do. That was a physical football team that we played. Probably, one of the most physical teams that we've played all year. And we felt that the first time around, and we felt it again. Coach Bolaños does a great job. We knew they weren't going to roll over and die. But I'm proud of our defense, especially. Offensively, I think we can do a little better job. But I'm really, really proud of our team collectively.
Absolutely. They were able to contain you in terms of the offense, keep it from being a big scoring blowout, and they were able to They couldn't stop Gutierrez on the ground, stopped him in the air a little bit today, but still, you guys prevailed in every way. Offense, defense, special teams, everybody really came through.
Yeah, I mean, there at the end, when you're up 21, when you're up even 14 with late in the fourth quarter, it's incredibly hard to try to run clock out and still score. Exactly. It's easy to run clock out and give them the ball back, but that's really, really difficult, and we did. I mean, I was so proud right there at the end, man. We're running, we're chugging along, and then you were able to hit Elijah on that one to kind of seal it a little bit. I'm really proud. I'm proud of us not doing anything goofy besides the one breakdown defensively with the wide open receiver, making sure we recover the onside kicks, those little things like that. That's championship football.
Yeah, and speaking of championship football, of course, with this win today, going on to the next round, and it's going to be Artesia.
Yeah.
It's a perennial foe for Artesia. Come on, and you're saying, and it's our understanding that'll be here on the blue turf.
It'll be here next Saturday at 1 o'clock right here.
Next Saturday, 1 o'clock. We already know. Yes, that was my next question. Do you know for sure?
Yeah, it'll be Saturday at 1 o'clock right here.
Knowing is great. That's a weapon in and of itself. And having and hosting and having that game right here on blue turf, that's huge, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, we love being in front of our home crowd. There's something about, even though it's a short drive, it's still traveling, still not in the comfort of your own locker room and your own area. And so, I mean, all that stuff is awesome, and we're really excited. I mean, most importantly, our fans are going to be there, and they're going to be loud, and they're going to help us like they did today.
All right. So what's the key against Artesia when you haven't beaten them yet this season, but that also is on your side? The more times you face an opponent you haven't beaten them, the more that the more it's is in your court. You have an advantage there.
I mean, the first thing is we've got to believe we can, and I have no doubt that this team believes that they can. Now, I mean, that's first, but then you got to go do it. They're not going to give anything to us. It's funny. We watch them play some other teams, and I don't always feel like they play the same as they do against us. They want to play well against us, and that's good. Good. I mean, we want their very best. And so, I mean, at the end of the day, we know they're not going to make many mistakes against us, and we just got to take advantage of what we're doing. Control us. Don't worry about them. And so I think, last game when we played them, we didn't get rolling offensively. Jaden rolled his ankle in the first play of the game, and we just didn't really ever get going. And so, I mean, they gave us the ball in the first 2 drives, and we punted it right back to them. I mean, obviously we can't do stuff like that if we want to beat them. And so I feel like we'll have a great game plan, and I believe that, that we'll be fired up. And if we play to the end, I think we got a chance to win the game for sure.
I'm excited to just be here because I think it's going to be lights out football next Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that's never been done before. We've never played in the semifinals in Class 5A ever. So we've got a chance to go win a game, against Artesia, send us to the state championship at home. What more could you ask for? I mean, it's what dreams are made for. Let's go.
I'm not sure. You guys always knew it. As a team, you knew it. You know what you're capable of. As coaches, you know what the team is capable of. And the fans, the diehard fans know it. But I'm not sure outside of that, everybody realized what an incredible team, what incredible talent, what the records that were going to be set and broken this season, and the achievement that you have earned going to the state semifinal game in 5A. Never before. Yeah. Your team, this team here, 2025. Amazing?
Yeah, I think I get emotional. So
it's okay. We are all too. And that's the great thing is that you get to take all of that emotion into this game, but you got to control it and use it like a bullet and use it as part of your weapon against Artesia.
Yeah, I mean, anytime, I think every year it's like, well, what's going to happen now? What's going to happen now? And you live a senior class like we had last year. It's like, can we do it? Are we going to be a down year or no? And again, the first thing is faith over fear. Like, we got to believe we can do great things and believe in our ability as a coaching staff to put the pieces together that don't look like we might have missing pieces. And I'm really proud of our coaching staff. I'm incredibly proud. Coach Ford, our offensive line coach, we've got about 9 or 10 guys that we feel comfortable playing on the offensive defensive line. That's incredible. We've never been able to do that. And then, I don't know, just the decisions that have been made and then these guys trusting us. I am so proud of them. I told them about 2 months ago, the team made a decision to stop doing selfish things. They started believing in each other and believing in the family. And I think they realized if they did that, good things were going to happen. And I mean, here we are. So
here we are, and there we're going to be, and here you're going to be. We're going to be standing, hopefully, right back here, in this after the game next Saturday, talking about the final game, the big one.
Yeah.
So good luck. We'll be here, and it's been a great ride so far. It's not over, Coach.
No,
it is far from over.
No, ma'am. We have every intention of winning that 21st state championship. That's what we're going to do.
Excellent.
So, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Don Morgan and Coach Bailey are Bob Thriftway coaches conversation. And with that, my friends, we will put a wrap on that one as the Wildcats have punched their ticket through to the 5A semifinals for the first time ever, 28-14, our final score. Today's game was brought to you by R360, New Mexico Junior College, Lasco Construction, Lico Telcom, Norley Hospital, JBW Solutions, Western States Insurance, and the Lee County State Bank. And Lee County Electric Cooperative. Wildcat football also brought to you by Double R Pipe and Supply, the Gandy Corporation, Battle Energy, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, Eunice Pump and Supply, the First American Bank of Lovington, Man Welding, B&B Rentals, Stone Oilfield Services, the Lovington Municipal Schools, Aftermath Hot Oil, and Bob's Thriftway. Today's game was presented under exclusive rights granted by the New Mexico Activities Association and purchased by New Walmart Digital and KZOR Sports. For Tiff and Evie, keeping an eye and ear on things back at One Radio Square. For Braden Cooper, our spotter and camera operator. For Don Morgan patrolling the blue turf, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Wildcat Stadium. This has been an exclusive presentation of New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. We'll see you next Saturday for the semifinals. Have a great weekend, everybody.